Dallas. What are we gonna do with Dallas? Listen. I'm rooting for them, but they don't got a great chance. I mean, if you guys have been watching the pregame show, I haven't been really listening to it, but they did show it. They did talk about it for a second. The little bit that I did hear about how Luka's kind of just walking around a little gingerly. Is he playing possum? I guess we'll find out in like 5 minutes when they tip it off, but it's not looking great for Dallas. They already had a low margin of error, and now Luka might be compromised. They're relying on some Tim Hardaway Jr. to come in and win them a game. Like, okay, they may not win the series, but like, make it interesting, Dallas. Come out and get some bucket. Daniel Berry Sports was popping. Daniel was popping, my guy. I need Dallas to come out and make this thing interesting, man. We're here to watch some basketball, Dallas. Give us a shot. At least make it interesting. Last game was not very interesting. We had to end the game early because it was already decided going to the fourth quarter. We held out a little bit of hope, but they didn't really give us a reason to stick around and watch. So here we are today, game 2. They've had 2 days of full rest, 3 days in between about, right? Almost 72 hours in between these games. Crazy. I don't know why they didn't just do them every other day. Like, let's get these finals done, baby. Come on, let's play some basketball. Why do we have all this intermittent time in between? Like, giving them 2 days to travel in the finals? Sure, I get that. That makes sense. Why they played Thursday, they get Friday, Saturday, and then Sunday night. That's almost 3 full days of no basketball. NBA basketball. Like, what is that scheduling? What do you do that? Why are you doing that? You're in Boston. Play the games. Just play them. And then give them the 2 days in between when they're traveling to Dallas, when they're switching cities. What are we doing? Let's play some basketball. As far as like, if you guys want some analytical sort of responses to what Dallas can do better, I don't know, maybe make some shots, play a little bit better, play some defense. It's not a whole lot. There is not a whole lot. Like I said, their margin of error is very, very low. Kyrie's gonna have to play better, and he usually does. If I can get this water bottle open, we'd be cooking with gas, y'all. But it's just giving me some problems. Yeah. So Boston. Look, we've seen Boston in this playoffs this season kind of take it easy and kind of beat themselves. So Dallas needs to come out. They need to come out, 1, ready to fire away. 2, they need to come out with much better defensive intensity. If Boston's going to jack up a bunch of threes, you can't also give up straight line drives and blow-bys. Like, it's one or the other. You're either going to get killed by Boston by them attacking the basket because Brown and Tatum are that big and that good and that skilled, or you're going to get killed from the perimeter from Holiday and White and Tatum and Brown and, But you can't give them both. You can't give up both. All right, so they showed the play where Luka apparently got injured. It was that charge he took at half court from Jaylen Brown. Jaylen Brown went right into his chest. It was a good basketball play, good defensive play from Luka, and he ended up getting hurt from it. So, you wonder why these stars don't like to play defense. There it is right there. Usual starting lineup for both sides. Porzingis will be coming off the bench yet again. I mean, it worked great last time. We're doing it again tonight. So Dallas is, on the road, obviously very desperate to win tonight. You don't want to go down 0-2, although you will be going home at least. Let's see. Gafford tips it, fight for the loose ball. Dallas ends up with it, and P.J. Washington has it up top. Here we go. Start of the first quarter. Let's see how we come out. P.J. Washington has it up top, being guarded by White. Gets it over to Luka. Luka being guarded by Holiday. Coming to his right off the White. Off the Washington screen, Luka driving to his left, gets in the middle lane, stops, turns, fades away over White, swishes it. Love to see it. There you go. Luka. Some Luka magic. Getting us started. Oh, wow. Terrible defense from Dallas. Jrue Holiday's just down the court by himself, and he lays it up and in on the hit-ahead pass. Tied at 2. Derrick Jones Jr. on the right wing coming to his left. Over to P.J. Washington. Washington hands it off to Kyrie. Kyrie on the left wing being guarded by White. Driving to his right. Getting past the defense all the way to the basket. Lays it up and in. That's what you want to see from Kyrie. I mean, he was 6 for 19 the last time. He could not buy a basket. A couple of wide open looks from 3. 0 for 5 in that game. Brown driving it down. Kicks it in the corner to Holiday. It is a turnover. Okay, a couple of things going right for Dallas here. There's a stop defensively. Okay, we'll see how it goes. Luka very gingerly jogging his way down the court. I think he's playing possum a little bit. I think he's definitely hurting, but not that bad. P.J. Washington, no hesitation, fires from 3, and he knocks it down. There you go, P.J. We need you to show up, my guy. Here comes Derrick White. Has it up top. Being guarded by Kyrie. Coming to his left, Derrick Jones switches onto him. Up top to Tatum. Tatum gets Luka switched onto him. Tatum in the corner to Brown. Brown catches, pump fakes, driving to his left, driving it down, stops. Mid-range pull-up jumper, comes up short, and then knocked out of bounds by Brown, fighting for the rebound. So the ball will go to Dallas here. Okay, a couple of defensive stops, looking nice. They knocked down a couple of shots. P.J. Washington, who was 0 for 3 on 3 absolute wide-open shots from the perimeter. Tonight, knocks down his first one. Great sign. Luka coming to his right, off a Horford screen, stopping, pivots, fades, another fadeaway, comes up short. Gafford fighting for the rebound, gets knocked to the floor, ball still loose. Brown picks it up, throws it over to Horford, down the court, all by himself. Ay, ay, ay. Kyrie has it up top. If Boston's also going to win the battle of the loose balls, P.J. Washington driving it down on White, can't get it, fight for the rebound. Holiday goes over the back against Gafford. He gets called for the foul. Ball remained with Dallas. Foul on the floor. Did y'all see what Jason Kidd said the other day about Brown and Tatum? How Brown is the best player on the team. As Luka drives it down, gets into the lane, knocks down a little floater. 9-4 early. Okay. Dallas moving and grooving a little bit. Defense has been pretty solid aside from that one lapse. Tatum has it up top being guarded by Luka. Driving to his left. Stopping. Now driving it down right past him. Gets down the lane. Kicks it in the corner to Holiday. Pump fakes. Driving it down against Gafford. Scoop layup with the right hand. Gets it to go. Crafty move from Holiday. Kyrie on the right wing catches. Jab steps coming to his left. Holiday picks him up. Kyrie's going to pull it back out. Has it up top. Coming to his right off of Derrick Jones Jr. screen. They stick with him. And ball knocked loose, but Gafford picks it up. He lost it again. Now fight for it again. And a foul on the floor against Horford. 9 minutes to go here in the first quarter. Gafford's down there battling. He's picked up 2 loose ball fouls now against Boston. Raul, what's up, Raul? It's popping, my guy. Gafford has it up top. Hands it off to Derrick Jones Jr. Hands it off to Luka. Luka has it up top against Tatum. Coming to his right. Driving it down. Stops. Little push. Shot. Comes up short but gets the friendly roll again from Luka. 11-6. Holiday has it. Right wing. Hands it off to Brown. Brown coming to his left. Slips. Hands it off to Horford. Horford over to Tatum. Tatum coming to his right off the screen. Gafford switches onto him. Driving to his left. Getting past Gafford. Gets to the basket. Scoop layup. Can't get the layup to go. Luka picks up the rebound. He's bringing it down. Luka over to Kyrie. Kyrie catches, hesitates, driving it down to his left, gets to the basket, hangs in the air, gets blocked by Derrick White, but it goes out of bounds and it'll at least remain with Dallas. Derrick White absolutely smothering Kyrie Irving. Luka gets it into Kyrie coming to his left off a lively screen who just checked in, and Kyrie knocks down a fading 3 from the right wing off the inbound. Oh, it was a long 2. Never mind. Long 2. 8:18 exactly to go here in the first quarter. And Dallas has come out pretty strong. Boston a little lackadaisical, especially defensively. Tony Brothers called it a long 2. Interesting. Kyrie knocking down a long shot from 3-point range, even though it was a long 2, his toe was on the line, is a very good sign for Dallas. I mean, PJ Washington's knocked down a 3. Kyrie's knocked down what could have been a 3, but toe on the line, a 2, a very long 2, is a good sign. I mean, they're doing their thing. They're moving and grooving a little bit. It's exactly what you want to see. It's a good sign the way they've come out so far. But what's going to happen when Boston eventually turns up the heat? What happens when they dial it up just a little bit, right? Is Dallas going to fold? Is Boston going to go on a crazy run? What happens when Porzingis comes in? We have yet to see Porzingis in the game, right? He was the guy who really killed him in the last game. It was close, and then Porzingis came in and it blew everything open. Hauser was knocking down threes. Porzingis was knocking down threes. It opened up everything for everybody else because you had to draw Gafford away from the basket, Lively away from the basket. They didn't have backline rim protection. Brown started to attack, Tatum started to attack, and then everything was open. And Holiday's knocking down threes, and White's knocking down threes, and then everybody's getting open threes. And it's just, okay, now they're getting whatever they want. They can get to the basket, they can knock down threes, they can collapse the defense, they can swing it around. But I'm actually interested, how many assists does Dallas have? Because infamously, in game 1, Dallas only had, 9 assists? Luka only had 1 in the game, which has never happened in his NBA career. How many assists does Dallas have so far? They had 9 the entirety of game 1. Tonight, they only have 1. Okay. So the ball movement feels a little bit better, but at the same time, it's just been very good shot making. Luka's 3 for 4 for 6. Kyrie's 2 for 4 for 4. And PJ Washington's knocked down a 3. That's all their 13 points right there. Although the defense has been a lot better tonight, but like I said, we'll see what happens when Porzingis comes in, because he's the guy who changes the dynamic of the team, the math, and the geometry of the floor, and the way you have to guard them, the angles that creates for their drivers like Tatum and Brown. But we'll see. Brown had a drive, came up short on a shot. Tatum had a drive, smoked the layup. We'll see. We'll see. Then again, rim protection was there. What happens when Porzingis pulls the rim protection away? We will see. Boston calling a timeout this early, most likely to get Porzingis in the game and I don't know, maybe wake him up a little bit, because I'm not going to lie, Boston looks a little bit like they're sleepwalking. Just a little bit. Just a little bit. Offensively, defensively, again, Dallas with only the 1 assist, right? So it's not like Boston's completely compromised. Like I said, it's been Luka making some great shots, a lot of contested floaters, a couple of fadeaway shots out of the mid post. Okay. I'm pretty sure Boston will live for the most part with Luka taking tough long 2s. Right? If he kills him, then he kills him. But I think for the most part, Boston will live with that. Derek White bringing it down, has it up top, being guarded by Kyrie. Porzingis remains on the bench after that timeout. Gets it up top to Tatum. Tatum over to Brown. Brown coming to his right. Leaves it off. Holiday wide open in the corner on the pick and pop. Too long. Can't get it to go. Brown comes flying in for the offensive rebound. Saves it over to Holiday. Holiday attacking to his right on Washington. Kicks it in the corner. Horford, quick catch, fire from 3. Air ball. Luka picks it up. He's going to bring it down. He's going to slow it down a little bit too. Luka has it up top, being guarded by Brown. Coming to his left. Pulls up. Deep straightaway 3. Off the side of the rim. Can't get it to go. Horford with the rebound. Here comes Derek White. Right side of the court. Being guarded by PJ Washington, up top to Tatum. Tatum, jab step. Being guarded by Jones Jr. Coming to his left, Lively forced to switch on to him. Tatum clearing out, wants to go one-on-one. He's looking to attack. Sidestep, left wing 3 for Tatum. Can't get it to go. PJ Washington skying for a rebound over Derek White. Here comes Luka. Luka up top, coming to his right off a Lively screen. Driving it down, stopping, hesitating, getting past Tatum. Lost it. Here comes Derek White. They've got numbers. Leaves it off for Brown. Brown back to White. White goes up and gets blocked from P.J. Washington, but they called the foul, and P.J. Washington immediately signaling to the bench for a challenge. And they're going to challenge it. They're going to challenge it. Having to challenge this, to me, terrible call from the official. Let that go. He got a lot. He got all hand. Not even a lot of hand. He got all hand. Susan, what's up, Susan? Happy to see you. He got a lot of hand. Not a lot of hand. He got all hand. But hand is part of the ball. So there we go. Unless they say he grabbed wrist, which if the officials don't want to be wrong, I would just say like, okay, cool. You know what? You won the challenge. Hand part of the ball. Susan said, as much as I hate to say, I'm rooting for the Celtics because I really can't stand Mark Cuban and Luka. I can't have the Celtics winning, Susan. I don't like either of these teams. If it were up to me, both of these teams would lose. But that's not how things go. So I'm definitely would rather have Dallas winning than Boston. I would just like to see Boston suffer, right? They put together this super team of role players and just, my goodness, they've got answers everywhere. They got shooters everywhere. They got everything you need to win a championship. I just need to see them fall flat on their face. Absolutely just need to see it. Just need to see it. Vax, what's up, Vax? Said, where can you watch the match live for free? You're going to have to Google that, my brother. You're going to have to Google that. The only thing I can provide you with is some entertainment and some play-by-play, my brother. I wish I could put the game up for you. I really wish I could. But the NBA, ESPN, ABC, they will come for the stream and they will pull this thing down in an instant. Wish I could, my man. Wish I could. Soon said, don't you remember what Mark Cuban did to take the Knicks out of getting the draft pick? Yeah, but I mean, like, the Knicks were probably going to trade that pick anyway. Like, it sucks, and I don't like them that they did that, but, like, okay. So you costed yourself a year of Luka to do that? You know. And Mark Cuban isn't really affiliated with the team anymore. I mean, he's affiliated with them in the sense that he hangs around, but he doesn't own the team anymore, and he's not the GM. So I think things are going to be run a little bit differently in Dallas. Look, it's no surprise that the second Mark Cuban's out of there, they make some very savvy moves during the trade deadline, and look where they're at. You know, like Luka doesn't need much help, right? But he does need some. So. You know, they got Cuban out of there, or Cuban kind of got himself out of there. I don't know what the story is with Cuban and why he decided to sell when he sold, but he did. And I think Dallas is better off not having him around making decisions anymore. You know, he's not a smart basketball decision maker. All right, here we go. Checking back into it. A little over 7 minutes to go. Again, have yet to see Porzingis yet. Only 5 minutes into the game. I would expect them, I don't remember what time he came in the last game, but I would expect them about halfway through the Wow, so they didn't call upheld. So Derek White's at the foul line, knocked down the first one. He's got another one coming. Sue said, I don't like the Celtics, but I know that the only team that can take the Celtics down are healthy Knicks or healthy Bucks. Maybe. It would have been nice to see Boston face a healthy team. Luka is now injured, by the way. You know. Derek White knocks down both of them. Jones Jr. bringing it down. Being hounded by Holiday. Gets it over to Lively. Hands it off to Kyrie. Kyrie being guarded by Tatum. Driving to his right. Leaves it off. Kleber in the corner for three. Airballs it. Lively picks up the loose ball. In the paint. Steps through. Ball knocked loose. Lively saves it. But right to Jaylen Brown. He's bringing it down. It's a 2-on-1. But Brown's going to go right past Luka. And he goes up with two hands. My goodness, Luka. I know you're hurting, brother. But it's the finals. Either show up to play or go sit on the bench, my guy. That was pathetic defense. Here comes Luka. He has it up top. Raul, what's up, Raul? Luka coming to his right. Has it up top, driving it down, kicks it out. Kleber, wide open in the corner for three. Too long, can't get it to go. Porzingis, who's just checked in, grabs the rebound. Here comes Holiday being guarded by Kyrie. Holiday over to Tatum. Tatum blows right past Lively and gets fouled by Kleber, going to the basket. Guys just getting blown by, man. It's not good enough. Raul said that was all hand, though, but your hand's part of the ball. No ball at all. When you are going up and you got two hands on the ball, your hand is part of the ball. Side out of bounds for the Celtics. Tatum wasn't in the act of shooting. Approaching the 6-minute mark. Porzingis over to Holiday. Holiday up top gets it over to Tatum. Tatum being guarded by Kyrie. Tatum, jab step, coming to his right. Leans in, draws a foul on Kyrie. Another side out of bounds. Tatum was passing again. They get it over to Porzingis. Porzingis up top. Hands it off to Tatum. Coming to his left. Behind the back Porzingis. Driving to his left. Stopping. At the foul line. Goes up. Gets fouled by Derrick Jones Jr. Ooh, shot almost went down. Popped out though. And Porzingis is going to go to the foul line for 2 free throws. Porzingis, 2 free throws, under 6 minutes to go. Knocks down the first one. Got another one coming. The next game is Wednesday. 2 more days off. This scheduling is trash. Porzingis knocked down the first one and knocks down the second one. 13-12. Here comes Kleber bringing it down. Has it up top, going right past Porzingis, driving all the way down. Gets blocked by Porzingis. You can see that coming almost a mile away. What are we doing? Why do we have Kleber attacking Porzingis on the break? Up top to Derek White, gets it over to Tatum on the left wing, being guarded by Josh Green, who just checked in. Green, a good defender, but Tatum with the size and the skill, steps back along the baseline, can't get it to go. Lively skying for the rebound, gets it over to Luka. Luka's going to bring it down. Luka on the right side of the court, being guarded by Brown, coming to his left, dancing with it. Tatum picks him up, crosses over to his left, goes past them, and gets fouled from behind by Tatum. In the act of shooting, so now Luka's going to go to the foul line for 2 free throws. Susan, appreciate you coming through. Appreciate you. Always love seeing you. Luka at the foul line for 2 free throws. Didn't take a ton of foul shots the previous game. Gets 2 here in the first quarter, misses the first one. He did miss a couple of free throws the other day too. I mean, what are you doing, buddy? This is the finals. So Luka with 1 more free throw, missed the first one. 13-12. Luka misses 2. It's not going well for Dallas here. Brown has it up top, being guarded by Kleber. Driving to his left, stopping, kicks it out. Hauser up top, wide open for 3. Off the side of the rim, can't get it to go. Luka with another rebound. Home run pass to Lively, way off. Derrick Jones Jr. can't save it, out of bounds, going to Boston. Terrible pass from Luka. Terrible pass. Here comes Brown, pushing the other way right away. Not wasting any time. Stops, fakes, and he slid that pivot foot. They call it travel. Real Art Manifest was popping, Real Art. Appreciate you. Luka has it up top. Coming to his right, Brown guarding him. Tatum switches onto him off the Lively screen. Dancing with it, coming to his right, stopping, pivots, fades, long 2. Another one goes down for Luka, and another tough long fade shot. If he's going to live off of those, man, it's going to be a long night for Dallas yet again. Brown has it up top, jab step, driving to his right, stops, kicks it up top to Hauser, catches inside the Porzingis. He's got Kleber on him. He's got the size advantage. He's got post positioning, stops, leans in, pump fakes, fades, gets it to go. Luka bringing it down, Brown guarding him. Tatum switches onto him. Luka, between the legs, putting the dribble moves on, in and out, driving to his right, gets some space, and he slid his pivot foot. And that's another travel call. So Boston's going to bring it down now. Holiday has it up top, coming to his right, leaves it off. Porzingis catching fire from the left wing for three. Can't get it to go. Lively comes in for the rebound. Here comes Luka. Real R said, go Knicks. Always. Always and forever, my brother. Luka coming to his right, stops, fires from a right wing three. Oh, gets it to go. That's what you're going to need from Luka. You're just going to need him to be awesome. You're going to need an excellent game from Luka tonight if you want any chance of winning right now. Tatum has it up top, being guarded by Luka. Looking to go one-on-one, in and out dribble, driving to his left, getting past the defense, kicks it out. Hauser wide open, right wing three, off the front of the rim, can't get it to go. Fight for the rebound, ball knocked loose. Kleber picks it up, gets it over to PJ Washington, who's going to bring it down, trying to push the pace a little bit, driving it down, leans in, stops, goes to a floater, gets it to go. And PJ Washington pushing the pace a little bit. Dallas goes back up by 6. Holiday has it up top, pulling it out, up top to Brown. Brown being guarded by Kleber. Brown calling out a play, coming to his left, stops, puts up the three. Luka a little late on the on coming up to switch for the screen, but they foul Holiday in the loose ball rebound. The ball will remain with Boston here. Real Lars said Mavs should go with Hardaway Jr. instead of Meat Cleaver. Well, he's out there for his defense and to spread the court a little bit. You can't have Hardaway out there because he can't play defense. Not against this Boston team. You will bleed points. Holiday knocks down his first free throw. He's got one more coming. 20-15. Kyrie subbing back in for Kleber. $2.50 to go. We're under 3 minutes to go here in the first quarter. Boston not having the excellent three-point shooting night that they did previously, and has them in a 4-point deficit right now. Holiday knocks down the second free throw. Luka driving it down. It's 16-20. Luka has Holiday in the post, backing him down. Stops, hesitates, pump fakes, pivots, and then Holiday reaches in and fouls him. He's going to go to the foul line for 2 free throws, I believe. Holiday shaking his head. Luka having a little bit of a laugh. So Luka's at the foul line for 2 free throws. He's 5 for 7 from the field tonight, 11 points. He's got 2 more free throws here. He had 2 free throws before, and he missed both of them. Very unlikely of Luka, who's a very good free throw shooter, obviously. Knocks down the first one this time. Luka's got one more. He's in a solid rhythm. Luka knocks down the second one. You need a special night from Luka, and so far he's provided it. He's done his part. You need Kyrie to also heat up, though, too. Brown has it up top, being guarded by Kyrie. Coming to his right up a Hauser screen. Lively switches onto him. Brown's going to pull it out. Coming to his right up a Holiday screen. He wants Luka on him. Now he's dancing with it between the legs. Coming to his left, out to Horford, over to Hauser, who pump fakes, and Kyrie bumps into him as Hauser put it on the floor, so foul on the floor, but Boston is in the bonus as Dallas has been hacking and whacking, so Boston's going to go to the foul line. Hauser is going to go to the foul line for 2 free throws. Real Lars said, I'd like to see the Mavs win the chip. Me too, man. Me too. I definitely prefer it over Boston. You know. So Hauser's at the foul line for 2 free throws. And if it were up to me, I prefer Luka over Tatum. Not gonna lie. Not gonna lie, I prefer Luka over Tatum. Tatum's just a very boring dude. It's just a good, solid dude. There's nothing interesting about him, though. He's not a rah-rah guy. He also wears green, which is an ugly-ass color. Not gonna lie, he's got that little ugly leprechaun on him. Not gonna lie, you're a lot uglier when you got that green leprechaun on you. Luka getting a breather here. He's on the bench. Hauser's at the foul line for 2 free throws. Knocks down the first one. Hauser, a knockdown shooter. Hauser knocked down the first one. He's got one more coming. We've got 2:20 to go here in the first quarter. Luka to the bench. Kyrie out there with Josh Green, Maxi Kleber, PJ Washington, and Daniel Gafford as Hauser knocks down the second free throw. Kyrie has it up top, being guarded by White, pulling it back out. Has it on the left wing, being guarded by Brown on the switch, pulling it all the way out. Looking like they want him to go one-on-one here. Kyrie looking for some help, but now guns Brown. Brown pokes away again, coming to his left. And they call a travel on Kyrie. Fantastic defense from Jaylen Brown. Didn't let him go by him. Continued to poke the ball away. Derek White bringing it down, 22-18. 5 turnovers for Dallas. They are turning that thing over, though. Foul call on Kleber. So Boston has the ball here. We're under 2 minutes to go. It's a 4-point game. Porzingis is at the foul line. Oh, because they're in the bonus. They're in the bonus. So Porzingis is at the foul line for 2 free throws. Knocks down the first one. Oof. Porzingis one more. Porzingis goes 2 for 2 at the line. Boston is now, as a team, 10 for 10 from the foul line. Josh Green bringing it down, has it up top, being guarded by Horford. Gets it out to Kyrie. Kyrie. Jab step, coming to his left past White. Steps back, loses it, picks it back up, over to Washington. Washington driving to his right against Hauser. Gets into the paint, kicks it out to Green. Green had to go chase it, gets over to Kleber. 5 seconds to go. Kleber up top, gets it over to Gafford. Hands it back to Kleber. Catches, fires from 3. Porzingis went under the screen. Kleber can't make him pay, and a foul on the floor by Jaylen Brown. (22-20). There's a lot of discussion about whether or not they should challenge here. So, because both teams are in the bonus here in the first quarter, minute and 30. This has been the longest last 2 minutes of a quarter we've had in a while. Gafford at the foul line. This is the first one. Daniel Gafford has been awarded 2 free throws. Gafford's got one more coming. Every point matters, man. Luka's missed 2 free throws. Gafford missed the first one, misses the second one. PJ Washington skies for the offensive rebound, but the ball gets taken away, though. Here comes the Celtics. 22-20. White has it on the left wing. Up top to Brown. Brown. Kleber forced to switch on to him to get it over to Porzingis. Porzingis steps through, pump fake, leans in, steps back after leaning into Kyrie, and knocks down the little pull-up jumper out of the mid-range yet again. He does not miss those. Tied at 22 with a minute to go. PJ Washington has it up top. Driving to his right, spinning. Almost lost it. Picks it back up. Gets it over to Kyrie. Kyrie has to save it over to Kleber. Kleber has it up top. Hands it back to Kyrie. Kyrie coming to his left. Now crossing over to his right. Dancing around the Kleber screen. Getting past White. Getting to the basket. High floater off glass. Gets it to go. I mean, just everything is just tough for Dallas. Kyrie got that one to go, but it wasn't easy. 40 seconds to go here in the first. Brown has it up top, being guarded by Washington. Coming to his right, off the screen, between the legs, steps back, over to White, left wing three, wide open, can't get it to go. Boston's now 0 for 8 from 3. Here comes Kyrie, left side of the court, being guarded by Brown. Going to be picked up. He's going to slow things down, looking for the final shot of the quarter. About a 5-second difference between game clock and shot clock. Kyrie up top, coming off a Washington screen. Hauser switches on to him. Kyrie dancing with it, coming to his right, getting past Hauser, gets to the basket, scoop layup, and he gets it to go again. 4-point lead for Dallas. They will go into the second quarter with the lead. Brown catches, picks it up, coming to his left over to Horford in the corner for 3, and he finally knocks one down for Boston, their first 3 of the game. 25-26. They get it over to Green. Green's got to get it up before the clock goes down, and a foul by Porzingis. Wow. Dummy. Stupid. Idiot. How do you, 0.1 on the clock, you fouled Josh Green dribbling up, looking to fire a shot at the basket. So Josh Green going to the foul line for 3 free throws, misses a free throw. You're not going to win if you're Dallas if you miss free throws. It's free throws. They're free. Take them. It's got to be me. Every team I look to win just has a tough time knocking down free throws. Green at least knocks down the second one. He's got one more coming. Jaden Hardy checking in. You need something from Jaden Hardy, man. Jules, what's up, Jules? Happy to see you, brother. Green knocks down the last 2 of the 3 free throws, making it a 3-point lead for Dallas. 28-25. Luka with 13, Kyrie with 8, but it's a tough 8 for Kyrie. It is a tough. He's 4 for 5, but it is a tough 4 for 5, man. None of those shots were easy. I know he's attacking the basket and getting some layups out of it, but all of them are heavily contested. Most of them are like double pump. Gotta bring it down to bring it back up, to create some space. Gotta take off a little bit farther from where I want to. Gotta go up against the center contesting me. Gotta get it high off the glass. Like, none of them are easy. None of them. None of them. PJ Washington's 2 for 3. He's got 5 points. 4 guys have scored. Green with the last 2 free throws. If he didn't knock down those 2 free throws, 3 guys would have scored tonight for Dallas. 13 for Luka, 8 for Kyrie, 5 for PJ Washington. Jones Jr., you have to take a shot. Gafford's 0 for 1. Kleber's 0 for 4. I mean, I just don't know what he's giving you right now. Is he better than Morris? Probably. He is probably better than Morris. Is he better than Dwight Powell? Probably. I mean, he spreads the court more than Powell does, but if he's not going to knock down threes, I might would rather go with Powell. Oh, man. Knicks fan theme, 2024 said, Mavs aren't winning this series. Pretty unlikely. I felt that way coming into it anyway, but doesn't mean I'm still not rooting for Dallas. You know, doesn't mean I'm still not rooting for Dallas. They just need something out of their others, man. Need something out of their others. Something, anything. Could be anything. Could be Gafford getting some putbacks. Could be Jones Jr. knocking down a 3 or 2. Could be Jaden Hardy getting hot and knocking down some wild, crazy shots. Could be anything from anybody. They need something from anybody. Essentially, 3 guys scored for Dallas so far. PJ Washington with 5, Kyrie with 8, and Luka obviously with 13. But they got Josh Green free throws at the end. So, but overall, I mean, it's tough. It's tough for Dallas to score against this team right now. As for Boston, I mean, everybody's getting buckets. The only person who hasn't scored, funnily enough, is Jason Tatum, who is 2 boards, 1 assist, 0 for 4 from the field. Horford with 5, Holiday with 6, White with 2, Brown with 2, Hauser with 2, Porzingis with 8. I mean, they got no answers for Porzingis, man. They got zero answers. He is going to continue to kill them all night. All series long. He's their leading scorer, Holiday, with 6. But Tatum and Brown combined for 2 points in that first quarter? I mean, you take that any day of the week and twice on Sunday. Am I wrong? Am I wrong? And you're still only down 3? With both those guys not really giving you anything? With your team going, 1 for 9 from 3? 1 for 9 from 3. 7 boards, 5 assists for Boston. As for Dallas, 2 for 5 from 3. They got to get up more threes, man. I mean, that's really on P.J. Washington, Derrick Jones Jr. You gotta be ready to catch and catch and 5 from 3. They got 2 assists, 11 rebounds. They're winning the rebounding battle, at least. All right, here we go. We're checking back in. Knicks ran out his theme. He said Pacers hand-wrapped the title for Boston by knocking off Milwaukee and New York. Pretty true. I mean, only one of those teams ended up playing Boston anyway. You know, they got lucky. They got, you play who's in front of you. We know the story with how Boston got here, but you play who's in front of you. You got you go out, you play the games, and you win the games you play. Derek White out of the baseline, little pull-up jumper off a little shovel pass from Brown, knocks it down. Kyrie has it up top. Over to Luka in the high post against Pritchard. Luka backing him down, stepping back, foul line, fall away jumper, hits the front of the rim, but nice soft touch, gets the friendly roll, gets it to go down. Derek White on the right wing. Gets it over to Tatum. Tatum being guarded by Kyrie. Leans in along the baseline. Over to Brown. Wide open. Going along the baseline. No backline defense whatsoever. As Brown gets another easy two-handed flush. Dante Exum is checked into the game. Hands it off to Kyrie. Kyrie up top gets it over to Luka. Luka in the corner. Wide open as they lost him somehow. And Luka knocks down the 3. 33-29. Luka's up to 18 points right now. 7 or 9 from the field. 2 for 3 from 3. Tatum on the left wing attacking P.J. Washington. Goes along the baseline. Kicks it up top. Pritchard catching 5 from 3. Pritchard can't get it to go. Dante Exum with the rebound. Boston continues to fire away from 3. Exum shot out of cannon. Driving it all the way down. Tried to leave it off for Lively. And just went too fast. Turned it over. Knocked out of bounds. Brown driving it down, knocked loose, off of Brown, goes out of bounds. Going back to Dallas. Brown going a little too fast for himself. Kyrie has it up top. Gets it over to Luka, being guarded by Brown. Driving it down to his left, stops, pump fake, one-legged, fade away. Again, rattles it in, he's up to 20. He's up to 20 with 10 minutes to go here in the second quarter. Go off, Luka. Do your thing. Be Boston by yourself. Do it. I want to see it. Tatum has it up top, being guarded by Washington. Gets it over to Porzingis. Catch. Pump fake. Coming to his left. Pump fakes again. Over to White. White. Jab step. Pump fake. Coming to his left. Steps back. Gets it over to Porzingis. No, throw it away. He threw it away. Couple of silly turnovers from Boston here to start the second quarter. Jewel said, next year it ain't going to be easy when they come back healthy. When the Knicks come back healthy, absolutely. Luka, another step back 3 straight away. Ooh, rolls around on the rim but can't get it to fall down. Over to Tatum. Tatum, attacking to his right, getting past the defense. Scoop layup with the right hand around Luka on the backline defense. Gets it to go down. His first points of the game, his first basket, 35-31. Kyrie up top, dancing with it against Pritchard. Between the legs, coming to his right. Stopping, spinning, half spin along the baseline, fall away. Can't get it to go, came up short. Holiday with the rebound on the weak side. He's bringing it down. Holiday up top, being guarded by Washington. Over to Tatum. Tatum catches against Lively. Gets it over to Porzingis. Kyrie went for the steal. Porzingis saw it coming, leans in, goes to his little floater, gets it to go over Dante Exum. 35-33. Luka bringing it down, coming to his right off the Lively screen. Stopping, pulling it back. Sidestep, puts up the 3. Comes up short, long rebound. White chases it down. It's a 5-on-4. Luka's in the backcourt. White crossing over to his left. Kicks it to Tatum. Wide open in the corner for three. Can't get it to go. Pritchard, offensive rebound. He's bringing it back out. Hands it off to Holiday. Holiday driving it down against Washington. Leaves it off. No, pass fake. Gets it out to Tatum. Tatum driving to his left. Spinning to his right. He's got space going to the basket. Reverse layup. Can't get the layup to go again. That's the second smoked layup he had. Here comes P.J. Washington driving it down. Attacking Porzingis. He goes in for a two-handed jam, but they call a foul on Lively. Running over Porzingis. Porzingis just, he knows. Just falls back. And they call the foul on Lively. Boston bringing it down as Brown and Porzingis go to the bench. Derek White on the right wing. Gets it over to Tatum inside, being guarded by Lively. Tatum in the high post, backing down Lively. Kicks it in the corner. White, quick catch and fire from three. Splashes it, nothing but net out of the corner for Derek White. And Boston has retaken the lead, 36-35. Lively has it up top, being guarded by Tatum. Gets it over to Derek Jones Jr. Gets it over to Luka on the right wing, being guarded by Holiday. Spins going along the baseline. They bring Horford over. Horford staying there. It's a double team. Kicks it out to P.J. Washington. Wide open on the left wing for three. Off the back rim. Can't get it to go. Derek Jones can hold on to the ball after Lively kept it alive. Over to Derek White. Derek White goes up. Gets blocked by P.J. Washington. Ball knocked loose. White picks it back up. He's pulling it all the way back out to three. Gets it over to Tatum. Tatum being guarded by Luka. Bringing it over to the right wing. Dancing with it. One-on-one. Between the legs. Behind the back. Stepping back. Coming to his left. Getting past him. Lost it. Derek Jones Jr. picks it up. Hit ahead to Luka. Luka bringing it down. Goes down. Goes up. Leaves it off for Lively. Catches. Leans in. Flips it up. Can't get it to go down. Fight for it again. Horford saves it. Over to Pritchard. Here comes Pritchard. It's a 2-on-1. And Dallas can't convert. Derek White bringing it down. Gets out to Pritchard. Pritchard. Holding on to it, and Joe Mazzulla and the Boston Celtics want a timeout. They want to talk a couple of things over. Yeah, the 2-on-1, Dallas. You got to get a score there. You gots to. Ooh. Yeesh. Ooh. So, it's not looking great for Dallas right now. Luka going off. Kyrie having a pretty decent game. Nobody really giving him anything else, man. It is a tough outing for Dallas right now. I mean, Luka going off, and they are now down by 1 point. Yikes. Derek Jones Jr. has given them nothing. He was fantastic in a lot of those other series. He was great defensively, and then he was also knocking down shots. He has been invisible in this series. Invisible. This is the Derek Jones Jr. I've always known. You know, like, not to throw shade at the guy or anything, but, like, you know, the last couple of series, he's knocking down shots. He's become like an excellent 3-and-D player. Like, that's never been him. He's been a high flyer cutter. He's not been a guy who's been consistent from three-point range, and he's not been a guy who's been a lockdown defender. And yet he was doing both of those things in the previous series in the playoffs. I mean, I think Dallas may have just gone hot. Ran into the right couple of matchups. Boston right here, they got the answers for everything, so you're not going to bully them in any given matchup. Everything Luka's taken has been tough tonight. I know he's got the 20 points, but it's been tough, right? Everything Kyrie has gotten tonight, we talked about at the end of the first quarter. He had 8 points on 4 for 5 shooting, but it was all tough. Nothing easy. Kyrie's 4 for 6. He's still stuck on them 8 points. He's only taking the 1 shot. 2 assists for Kyrie. Luka, 23-1. I mean, still just the 1 assist for Luka. And then off the bench, Josh Green is giving him 2 points. And that's it. Lively's come in. He's got zeros across the board except for 4 rebounds, which is, okay, cool. The rookie center coming off the bench, he's giving you a rebound. He's played 11 minutes. Gafford's played 6, and he's giving you zeros across the board and 2 rebounds. Derrick Jones Jr. has just given you zeros across the board. He hasn't taken a shot. He hasn't grabbed a rebound. He hasn't had an assist. He's done nothing. This is a very bad, ominous sign for Dallas right now. Knicks ran his team said the Mavs need a third option. Maybe they need a third option. I'm trying to think, like, what do they need? Third option, like, obviously, I think every team would say, like, yeah, we could use another offensive option, but Holiday driving it down on P.J. Washington, gets caught in the air, kicks it out to White. White catches, fires off of 1 foot, off the back rim, can't get it to go. Kleber with the rebound, and P.J. Washington going to bring it down. 36-35, Dallas down 1. P.J. Washington up top being guarded by Pritchard. Gets it over to Luka. Luka driving to his left, kicks it out. Kleber on the right wing. Gets it back to Luka. Luka in the post against being guarded by Tatum. Backing him down. And a defensive 3 seconds on Horford. Okay. Free point. Just need to knock it down. Knicks ran his team said the Mavs' 2 best players play the same position as the Celtics' best defenders. Well, I mean, they've got a forward and a guard who are excellent defenders, and Luka misses another free throw. And then you also have, like, you got Brown and Tatum for forwards, and you got White and Holiday for guards. There's literally no team in the league that's like, yeah, cool. We have options for those guys. Like, no, the Celtics have defensive options for everybody in the league. Luka gets it over to Kleber. Kleber hands it back to Luka. Luka up top being guarded by Tatum. Coming to his right, stopping, spinning, in the paint, kicks it out. Josh Green puts up the 3 over Horford, comes up well short. Tatum with the rebound, he's bringing it down. 36-35, hit ahead to Brown. Brown pushing the pace, goes right into Derrick Jones. Pump fake, steps through, lays it up and in easily with the one hand. Not only is Derrick Jones Jr. not grabbing rebounds, not passing the ball, not assisting, not knocking down threes, not moving around, not creating space, he's also turnstile on defense so far. Now, Jaylen Brown's not an easy cover. He's been fantastic this series. He's been fantastic all season. He's been fantastic in the playoffs. But, like, that was an easy layup. It was a one-on-one defense. Luka driving it down, kicks it in the corner, no look. Josh Green wide open in the corner for 3, can't get it to go. There's Derrick Jones Jr. driving it down, leaves it off for Green. And on one play, Derrick Jones Jr. with an offensive rebound and an assist. You ask and you receive. You got to show up, Derrick Jones. You're the starting small forward for this team. You got to give him something. Pritchard driving it down, kicks it in the corner to Holiday. Holiday attacking the baseline, steps through, Euro step, lays it up and in. 40-37. Luka spins off of Brown, coming to his left, in and out dribble, now driving to his right, steps through, leaves it off. Derrick Jones Jr. catches, gets bumped, but he lays it up and in. Derrick Jones Jr. drive. He's showing up a little bit. There we go. We need you, brother. Your team needs you. Brown almost turns it over. No, he does turn it over. Derrick Jones Jr. comes up with the steal. Now attacking Tatum. Lays it up and won against Jason Tatum. Derrick Jones Jr. has arrived. We were just asking for it. We said he was giving them nothing. He was a turnstile defensively. Wasn't grabbing rebounds. Wasn't in the passing lanes. Wasn't moving the ball yet. 0 points, 0 rebounds, 0 assists. And now all of a sudden, got a rebound, got an assist, got to the basket, gets a foul, gets an and one, gets a layup off a feed from Luka. That's 2 assists from Luka. He's doubled his assist numbers from game 1. Derrick Jones Jr. knocked down the shot as he got fouled, so he gets the 1 free throw, and he knocks down a free throw. There you go. Luka's missed 3 free throws. You're not going to win this game if you miss free throws. Holiday goes right past Washington Jr., feeds it off to Tatum. Tatum in the paint, leaves it back for Holiday, who lays it up and in with the right hand over Kleber. Kleber, you got to go up and look to block that. I know it's tough because you don't want to get hit with a pump, but come on. Kyrie has it up top being guarded by Holiday. Coming to his right, Tatum switches onto it. Kyrie's going to dance, crosses over to his left, mid-range, little pull-up jumper, comes up well short. Horford skying for the rebound, and here comes Tatum. Tied at 42. 4:20 to go here in the second. Tatum has it up top, coming to his left, stopping, spinning, coming to his left, Euro steps, gets fouled on the pass yet again. Why is my timer so far off? 4:16 to go here in the second quarter. Tatum gets it into Horford. Why is my timer stopping? Tatum has it up top, being guarded by Derrick Jones Jr. Swinging through to his right. Lively picks him up. Stepping back. Puts up the straightaway three over Lively. Way too long off the back rim. Can't get it to go. Long rebound finds its way out to Holiday. Holiday in the paint. Stops. Turns. Fires. Over Kyrie. Can't get it to go. Green chases down the rebound. Hit ahead to Derrick Jones Jr. Derrick Jones Jr. on the left wing. And Jason Kidd calls a timeout. 3:56 to go. Both of these teams going back and forth. At least we're getting a close game, y'all. Last game was a blowout. Started at the end of that first quarter, and then Dallas was playing that uphill battle all game long. At least tonight it's close. 42, tied at 42. 3:50 something to go. Just under 4 minutes here in the first half. I like it. I like the game, right? I wasn't feeling great about Dallas, but like I said, some guys showing up. That's what you need. That's what you need. You need somebody showing up. Right? And Derrick Jones Jr., welcome to the party. Welcome to the finals. You know, better late than never. He, 5 points, 1 rebound, 1 assist. At least it's something. At least it's something. They still haven't gotten much off the bench, although Green did knock down a shot. He's up to 4 points. They got 4 points off the bench. Jaden Hardy, he just played, the final, 40 seconds of that first quarter. We have yet to see him since. Dante Exum's getting the minutes. He's got 4 minutes so far tonight. Interesting decision from Jason Kidd, Coach Kidd. Clearly, you can't trust guys who can't play defense. So, they were talking pregame. Stephen A. Smith, we know he don't know basketball, but he was talking about, you gotta give Tim Hardaway Jr. a chance. Nah, brother, you don't. Knicks fan, what's up, Knicks fan? What's popping, my guy? No, you don't, because you can't guard nobody. Jaden Hardy played 40 seconds in the first quarter. I think Jason Kidd was like, you know what? Can't guard nobody either. I got to go Dante Exum, right? He's proven he can knock down a 3 this season. We'll see if it'll hold up here in a finals, high-pressured situation for Dante Exum. But at least he can play defense. At least he's active. Luka with 20 points, 3 boards, 2 assists. He has scored 2 points here in the second quarter, and yet it's still tied. So that's a good sign for Dallas because other guys are stepping up right now. Kyrie's still stuck on 8 points. So between Luka and Kyrie, who combined for 26 points in the first quarter, they have 2 points combined here in the second quarter, and it's still tied. It's still a tied game. Knicks fan said, any rumors for the Knicks trade or free agent? No. Still too early. Nobody, for anybody, no news is really out there. I mean, same old. You got to watch for what's going on with Hartenstein. You got to watch with what's going on with OG. Teams will likely call and pursue those guys. I would 100%, I'm not even concerned about it. OG is going to come back to the Knicks. The thing you might have to watch out for is if there is a surprise team out there that will offer Hartenstein the bag, like a big old bag. It is one of the only ways he would leave. He already did a little bit like a little interview where he was like, listen, as long as the money is there, I'm coming back to the Knicks. So the Knicks, they just got to offer him the money. There's a max to how much they could offer him, and other teams could offer them more than the Knicks can. In one of those rare situations where the home team can't offer the most amount of money. Because they don't own his bird rights. So unless another team comes out and blows the offer out of the water, he will. I'm pretty confident. I'm 80 to 90% confident Hartenstein's going to be back. I'm 100% confident OG Anunoby's going to be back. All right, here we go. We're back into it. They get it into Luka. Luka Coming to his right, Tatum switches onto him. Calling for a screen from Derrick Jones Jr. Porzingis switches onto him. They bring a double. Behind the back, Derrick Jones Jr. for three. Comes up well short. Holiday with the rebound. He's bringing it down. Hit ahead to Brown. Brown has it up top, being guarded by Derrick Jones. Gets it over to Tatum. Tatum driving to his right. Leaves it off. Holiday goes reverse layup. Gets it to go. Boston takes a 2-point lead. Astra Cal. What's up, Astra? Irving in the paint. Pump fake. Fade away. Can't get it to go. Ball knocked loose. Porzingis picks it up. Here comes Brown. Brown attacking to his right. Gets past the defender. Kicks it up top to Porzingis. Porzingis catches. Gets it out to Tatum. Tatum has it up top, being guarded by Lively. Driving to his right. Stopping. Kicks it over. Derek White out of the baseline. Another little mid-range baseline jumper. He opened the second quarter with it. Can't knock it down this time. Knicks fan said, yes, I'm rooting for Dallas, Knicks fan. Absolutely. Luka with the lob over to Derrick Jones Jr., and he throws it down. Tatum came over to try and knock that ball loose, but Derrick Jones Jr. just climbed that ladder. We know about his hops. Tatum has it up top, being guarded by Jones. Over to Holiday. Holiday catches, driving to his left, gets past Luka, goes for a high layup over P.J. Washington, gets it to go down. And Luka's going to have to bring it down. Luka has it up top, coming to his left off the Lively screen, puts up a three. Porzingis was a little late, and Luka makes him pay, knocking it down. You need some Luka magic. Dallas takes a 1-point lead, retaking the lead. These teams are back and forth. It's nice. Brown on the left wing, up top to Tatum. Tatum being guarded by Derrick Jones. Coming to his right, now coming to his left. Tatum crosses over to his right, goes right past Luka, attacks Derrick Jones Jr., draws the foul, and one on Derrick Jones Jr., getting one right back. Derrick Jones Jr. had an and one against Tatum. Tatum getting one right back against him. I don't know why they're playing so far up against Tatum. He has not knocked down anything tonight. You know? Let him knock down the three. Go ahead. Whew. Astra said, see, it's competitive today at least. Yeah. At least it's competitive today. You're right. Game one, not very competitive. Tatum knocks down the and one free throw, giving Boston a 2-point lead, 49-47. Luka bringing it down against Brown. Gets it over to Kyrie. Kyrie yet to score here in the quarter. He had 8 points in the first quarter. He was 4 for 5. He has not hit a shot, has not scored a point here. Kyrie dancing with it. Coming to his right. Sidestep. Crosses over. Steps back. Long two. Can't get it to go. Lively keeps it alive. Kyrie picks it up. Coming to his left. Leaves it off. Derrick Jones Jr. in the corner. Wide open. Leaves it off for Kyrie. Kyrie along the baseline. Settles for a long contested two. Knocked it down over White. Soft touch for Kyrie. Brown has it up top, being guarded by Washington. Coming to his right, between the legs, coming to his left, slips and falls, and they call a foul on Luka. A little over a minute to go, 1:15. Astrocat said, I'm an expand, so I don't care anyway. But I want the Mavs to win tonight so we have a competitive series. Me too. I don't really care who wins. I'd rather Dallas win just because who likes Boston? Nobody likes Boston. Nobody outside of Boston likes Boston. Even every other city in Massachusetts, they don't even like Boston. Score? What's the score? All right, I'll update the score in a second, next game. Asher Cat said, Boston is pretty boring, seeing them just win all the time. Very fair. I mean, Tatum's boring. Derek White can be pretty boring. You know. It is 49-50. Whoopsie. Brown misses a free throw, but they call a lane violation. Asher Cat said, I wanted to see our rogue underdog Knicks take on Boston this year. Yeah. Brown knocks down the free throw that he had previously missed, but they call a lane violation on P.J. Washington. Luka bringing it down. Brown picking him up at half court. Luka coming to his left off a couple of screens. Horford switches onto him. Luka's going to dance. Has it up top. Over to P.J. Washington. He pump fakes. He's driving to his left. Going past Derek White. Tries to throw it down. Weird decision from P.J. Washington. Rolls off the rim. Here comes Brown on the left wing. Under a minute to go. Brown up top to Tatum. Tatum being guarded by P.J. Washington. Back to Brown. Brown coming to his right. Spins to his left. Coming down the lane. Kicks it up top the way. Extra pass Tatum. Tatum pump fakes. Kicks it over to Holiday. Holiday wide open in the corner for three. Splashes it. Nothing but net. The ball movement. The player movement. The crispness. The attacking of the closeouts. I mean, Boston's got all the answers. Holiday's up to 17 points tonight. Kyrie coming to his left. Spinning to his right. Throws it inside the Gafford. Gafford gets blocked by White, but there's a foul. Oh, no, goaltend. No foul, but a goaltend. "22 seconds to go. 2 points for Dallas. 54-51, 3-point game. 20 seconds to go to end the first half here. Tatum bringing it down. Boston should have the final shot of the quarter here. Shot clock turned off. Brown has it up top, being guarded by P.J. Washington. Holiday setting the screen. He's coming to his left off the screen. Luka's going to pick him up. Brown driving it down. Kicks it over to Tatum. Pump fakes. Crosses over to his right. Loses it. Picks it back up. Driving it down along the baseline. No foul call. As Tatum couldn't get the shot up, he lost it. He was looking at the ref with his hands up in the air, as players tend to do. No foul call. So that's it. Down by 3. And Dallas they got something from the others, man. They got something from the others. Which is what you want. Ashtokat said a sweeper 5-game series would be boring. Very boring. Very boring. It has been a rough playoffs all around, just with all the injuries. I mean, every East team outside of Boston, even Boston with a Porzingis injury, but like, come on, it's not a real injury. You count on Porzingis getting injured, so you were prepared for that. But literally every team in the East gets injured, right? Philly gets injured. We know the Knicks got injured heavily, but the Pacers get injured with the Halliburton injury. Miami gets injured. Milwaukee gets injured. What an awful, awful playoffs for the NBA this year, especially in the East. It was rough watching those games. It's like, who's playing tonight? Is anybody healthy for these teams? Right? And it wasn't even like role players. It was all stars. All stars. Right? Randall's hurt. Anunoby gets hurt. Robinson's out. For Philly, Embiid is dealing with all kinds of things. Miami, Jimmy Butler gets hurt. Losing these guys absolutely changed the dynamic of these teams. And these playoffs have been terrible. Which is why I don't really like this Boston championship. It's not that it's fake. You play who's in front of you, all that stuff. But it just feels so weird. Because Boston didn't have to play anybody good in the East to come out of the East. It was weird. It was a weird playoff run. Knicks fan said Josh Hart in the building. Yes, he is. He's there for the halftime program. I don't even really want to call it a show. It's just, honestly, a bit of a joke. Not going to lie. It's pretty bad. I mean, the 3 guys that they have on there, like, regularly, it's Bob Myers, Michael Wilbon, and Stephen A. They have no chemistry whatsoever. They have negative chemistry. You know, like, it's such a stark difference from when you watch Inside the NBA. And whether or not you like that show is whatever. I know a lot of the younger generation doesn't really like it. I know a lot of the older generation feel like it's the greatest thing since sliced bread because they're weirdos. But their chemistry is palpable between Kenny Smith, Shaq, and Charles. And then Ernie as the host, like they just know each other. The symmetry is there. They play off of each other extremely well. This halftime show, there is no chemistry. Like I believe that Kenny Smith and Charles Barkley and Shaq and Kenny, like they will occasionally hang out or have dinner together or have at least met the families. You know, I don't think Stephen A. Smith, Bob Myers, Michael Wilbon, are going out, or Malika Andrews, who's hosting in that Ernie Johnson role. I don't believe that they're hanging out after the show and grabbing dinner together, or have met each other's families, or call them on their off days. I don't think they do any of that. They just have no chemistry whatsoever. Knicks fan said, "We all know that if New York were fully healthy, we would be here. If, could, maybe, all that stuff. I'd love to say yeah and sure, but I just want to see a healthy Knicks team. I don't want to live in a hypothetical world. I don't want to have to be like, oh, if only we were healthy, because it was 1 year. We get 1 year of that. That's it. Come next year, I don't care if half the team suddenly disappears in an alien invasion. That's it. We're not going to turn into Philly fans, where every year it's like, if only we were healthy. It's like, yeah, your best player is Joel Embiid. You're never going to be healthy. So there's that. Hartheimer, what's up, Hart? Asher Cat said, Pacers played really well at MSG Game 7. You got to give them a bit of credit for that at least. Yeah, I've said this, I've said this multiple times about Boston and their run. You just play the teams that are in front of you. They have no control over who gets hurt and who's healthy, unless you're like the Miami Heat and you're Bam Adebayo and you intentionally injure people, or you're Joel Embiid and you intentionally injured Mitchell Robinson. You just play who's in front of you. It's not Boston's fault that Jimmy Butler got hurt in the play-in game. It's not Boston's fault that who'd they play in the second round? I can't even remember. They blew them out. Who'd they play in the second round? Jeez Louise. My mind going crazy? It's not their fault that Halliburton re-injured the hamstring that he injured, forever ago. In January. It's not Boston's fault that all that happened. They were just playing basketball games and guys kept going down. Who'd they play in the second round that they mopped the floor with? Oh, Cleveland. A completely forgettable team. It's not their fault Donovan Mitchell gets hurt. It's not their fault that Jared Allen got hurt in the previous series. You played who's in front of you. Unfortunately, it just leaves for really unentertaining basketball. That Cleveland series was so forgettable. I forgot Cleveland was in the playoffs. I was racking my brain. I was like, okay, Knicks played Philly, Boston played Miami. What was that other first round Eastern Conference game? I just couldn't think of them because they were so forgettable. They were such a forgettable team this year. Anthony, what's up, Anthony? Favorite soda? I've been killing root beer lately, man. I've been killing some root beer lately, I'm not gonna lie. It's horrible for you. I limit myself to at most 1 can a day. And then sometimes I don't even have soda. But I've been killing some root beer. I don't know if it's an age thing, like an acquired taste kind of thing, but I hated root beer as a kid. I've been killing some root beer lately. Big Task. What's up, Big Task? Just chilling. Watching some NBA Finals, hoping for a good game. So far it's been very entertaining. So far it's been a solid game. Both sides coming out to play, but playing pretty well. Aside from Jason Tatum, again, being awful and inept offensively in terms of scoring. He's been moving the ball around. He's been attacking the basket. Boston's played really well. Dallas, not so much. I could say Luka's played really well. But, what's his name? Derrick Jones Jr. finally showed a pulse in this series. He's up to 7 points. He is their third leading scorer all of a sudden. He's 3 for 4 from the field, 1 rebound, 2 assists for Derrick Jones Jr. There you go, get active. Kyrie with 10 and 2, and Luka with 23, 3 and 3. And then still only 4 points off the bench, all of them from Josh Green, with 2 free throws and a basket, a layup. Hard said I love inside the NBA. It can be entertaining during the regular season. Not a big fan of them during the playoffs, because you could just tell they have not watched basketball all season long, which, is fine. But like, I don't know. I feel like I'm coming to you during the playoffs for some analysis, and they can't give that to you because they don't know what's going on, because they don't know any of those players. But during the regular season, where I'm just looking for some entertainment, boy, are they entertaining. Asher Cat said, I think Charles Barkley was better 5 years ago or so. They used to be edgier. Yeah. Yeah, I think they're just old. I'm not going to lie. I think they're just old. There's a little bit of that too. Barkley and Shaq in particular, Barkley doesn't like the Knicks. I mean, nobody outside of New York likes the Knicks. I think a lot of people were swayed this year, though, because they were the plucky underdogs, and everybody loves a plucky underdog. But, like if you are not a Knicks fan, you despise the Knicks. It's not just like if you are not a Pacers fan, you're probably indifferent to the Pacers. You probably don't care one way or the other. If you're not a Knicks fan, you absolutely despise the Knicks. So, and considering he came into the league as a 76er, and then the Knicks beat the 76ers in 6th in the first round, Knicks fan said, Space Jam, what out of 10? Space Jam, the original Space Jam, I'm assuming you mean Space Jam 1. And not that weird LeBron Space Jam that wasn't really Space Jam, but was kind of Space Jam. But like, why did they do that in the way that they did it? Anyway, Space Jam 1 with Michael Jordan. Out of 10? I mean, listen, you're asking a film student. I went to school for film to rate a movie for kids. So on the scale of like kids movie, it's a 10 out of 10. It's a 10 out of 10. That's a 10 out of 10 kids movie right there. It is perfection in terms of kids movies. Rewatchable as hell. Hilarious, iconic characters. Not even Michael Jordan, who's an iconic character. But that guy can't act. But anyway, hilarious, iconic characters. Bugs Bunny, Lola Bunny, Taz is in there, Tweety. So like all the Looney Tunes. Like it obviously, right? It's a crossover of the Looney Tunes, but like, come on. That is a 10 out of 10 movie, kids movie. If you want my like, I went to film school, I know how to analyze this stuff kind of critique, it is like like, I haven't watched it in a long time, so based off of memory, it's like a 2 out of 10 movie, film critic wise. But like, I operate on the rule of cool. If something is fun and cool and entertaining, I'm in, right? So I can turn, a lot of times when you go to film school, like the first speech they give you is like, look, learning film will ruin movies for you. I know, like, you were all here, you all chose this major, presumably because you love movies, right? So if you are frightened by the fact that teaching you how all this works will ruin the experience of watching movies for you, then get out of here. Then get out of this class, get out of this major. This is not for you. I have the ability to like turn that part of my brain off and enjoy something really dumb. And enjoy something absolutely silly and for kids and something you shouldn't take seriously. So that part of my brain, I'm gonna give Space Jam a 10 out of 10. Incredibly entertaining. The other side, the film critic, film analysis part of my brain is like, okay, that's a 2 out of 10 movie. It's not great. The script is whatever, all that stuff. The cameo stuff is just cameo, but Huh. Relic, what's up, Relic? Relic, I saw your DM, my brother, on Twitter. I gotta get back to you. I've been super busy during the day. Super busy. But I will get back to you on Twitter, my brother. I will. I will respond. Whew. Astrocat said, I remember when Carmelo was playing. I was still in my early 20s, and Barkley said, no way Knicks are going to win this game. Guarantee. Well, that's just, Astrocat said, are you actually from the city? I actually grew up in Jersey. Right across the pond. Big Tass said, but why do people hate the Knicks? What did we do? People do not like New York. I'm sorry if that's breaking news to you, Big Task. People do not like New York. Outside of New York, people don't like New York. If you go to any middle America state and tell them you're from New York, they will look and treat you a specific kind of way. You are big city folk is how they view you, and they will not have the same level of respect for you. They will treat you lesser. People do not like New York outside of New York. I know that's a strange concept for us here in the Northeast. It really is. It's kind of like, why? Like, what did we do? But they see us as if we view ourselves as better than them because we're from the big city of New York. I'm not gonna lie, a lot of New Yorkers do feel that way. So, is it justified? Maybe. Who knows? Astra said, I grew up in Albany. Fire. Drew said, if Inside the NBA gets canceled, I ain't shedding a tear for them keeping his stack. Yeah, me neither. I mean, everything will move on. Most of those guys will, that show will continue. Those group of guys will continue and do something together at some point, and another network if they have to. So I really, it's not a big deal to me, Asher said, Space Jam 2, I watched that whole movie. I feel bad for my brain. Yeah, I haven't watched it. I've just seen clips. I've seen people talk about it. I'm just not going to waste my time, right? Time is very valuable. Time is very limited, especially with the amount of stuff that I have on my plate right now. So when I choose to watch something, I have to make sure it's good. Anthony said, do you remember watching Air Bud? Classic movie right there. I only remember a very little bit of Air Bud from watching it from when I was in school, like elementary school. So I can't tell you what happens there, but Tatum pull up straight away off the back of the rim, can't get it to go. We're back into it, folks. We're back into it. And Tatum comes out with the missed three. Titus Butler, what's up, Titus? What's poppin', my guy? He said, I got Boston to win in 6 games. Very fair. Very fair. I think that is the likely outcome that Boston ends up winning. They got Gafford in the post against Tatum, spins off of him, goes in, throws it down with 2 hands. A lot of contact, no foul call, but Gafford, nice post move, post and toast. Okay. Back to a 1-point game. Brown in the corner, gets the ball knocked loose from Luka. Here comes Luka bringing it down the left side. Luka has Derek White on him, backing him down. Up top, PJ Washington, pump fakes, drives past Holiday, pass fake, goes to a floater, gets it to go. And Dallas retakes the lead, 55-54. Astra said, Who Framed Roger Rabbit was the best 2D live action crossover, I thought. It still is. And I know why. It was a very expensive and very tedious and very difficult movie to direct and make. As Tatum spins in the lane, kicks it out. Derek White, right wing 3, wide open. As the buzzer expired, can't get it to go. Holiday offensive rebound, gets it over to Tatum, and 1 for Tatum. As the chaos ensued. And Holiday, calm and cool under the chaos. Who Framed Roger Rabbit is a... The reason why it's super difficult to make, one, They don't really do 2D animation that way. 2, they would just CGI those characters in, even if they were 2D animation. And 3, that takes an insane amount of planning and pre-production work, which is kind of a lost art in Hollywood now, that everything is now post-production work. Very post-production heavy. Teddy Butler said, do you have live game action? Yes, I do, brother. Yes, I do. As Gafford post and toast against Tatum. Horford across the baseline, kicks it to Brown in the corner for 3. Good contest from Kyrie. Can't get it to go. Luka with the rebound. He's bringing it down. It's tied at 57. But poked away from Brown as Luka not paying attention. Horford bringing it down, leaves it off for Holiday, who lays it up and in. And is now 59 to 57. Boston with a 2-point lead. Kyrie on the left wing pulls up from 3. A little lax defense from Boston. Kyrie can't make him pay. Holiday picks up the long rebound. Holiday bringing it down, has it up top. Being guarded by Derrick Jones Jr., hands it off to Tatum. Tatum coming to his left in the corner. White, quick catch fire from 3 out of the corner. Splashes it, nothing but net. And here come Boston with raining down on the threes. 3GP, what's up 3GP? Kyrie on the left wing being guarded by Holiday. Gets it over to Luka. Luka being hounded by Brown. Brown making it very difficult on him even to cash it. Luka tried to hit a bullet pass inside the Gafford, or was it a cross-court pass to Derrick Jones Jr.? Does not matter because the ball was knocked out of bounds from Tatum. Ball will remain with Dallas at least. Walking legend was popping, my guy. Luka, one-legged fader over White, knocks down another one. He's been going to that a lot tonight. He's been knocking it down consistently. 62-59, Luka's up to 25 points. He's 10 for 14 from the field. He's taking 14 shots. He's missed 4 of them. Brown has it up top. Jab step, coming to his left. One dribble, puts up the 3 over Gafford. Gets blocked by Gafford. Luka picks up the rebound. Luka bringing it down. Boston does a good job getting back on defense. No advantage for Dallas. Luka driving to his right, stops. No look pass to PJ in the corner. You got to shoot that, PJ. Gets it out to Derrick Jones Jr. He pump fakes, driving to his left. Half spin. Picks his dribble up, gets it out to Kyrie. Ball knocked loose. Kyrie picks it back up. Back to PJ Washington out of the corner. No hesitation this time, but he can't get it to go down. Derek White with the rebound. He's bringing it down. Hit ahead to Brown. Brown on the right wing. Gafford's forced to pick him up. Brown hitting the dribble moves. Coming to his right. Going along the baseline. Pulling it back. Fall away long. 2 along the baseline. Can't get it to go. PJ Washington with the rebound. He's bringing it down. A lot of rush shots from both sides here. Derrick Jones Jr. out of the corner for 3. Long rebound finds his way back to Derrick Jones Jr. and he throws it away. What are you doing, my guy? What are you doing? Walking Legend said, I've been watching the Celtics since the Isaiah Thomas Marcus Thornton trade with the Suns 2014-2015, and I've never seen the Celtics try and choke at home this hard. Come on, Tatum. This is the Jason Tatum experience. 7:50 to go here in the third quarter. Tatum gets a free throw. They call it the transition take foul on Kyrie. So Tatum knocks down the free throw. Knicks fan said, what would you rate the Peanuts movie out of 10? I have not seen it. Cannot rate it. My apologies. Walking Legend, so let's go Celtics. I don't know, man. If Tatum don't get going for at least 20, I think we lose Kyrie and Luka. Too clutch. If it is a close game, you kind of have to go with Kyrie and Luka just because of who they are. But as Derek White walks into a pull-up straightaway 3, can't get it to go. Luka with another rebound. He's bringing it down. Lively's checked in for Gafford. Luka dancing around the Lively screen. Holiday sticking with him. He jets out. Hits over to Lively coming down and throws it down hard with 2 hands over Derek White. And is that a Boston timeout? 63-61, 2-point game. 7:30 to go here in the third quarter, and we got a timeout from Boston. Got to talk some things over. Luka picking up a couple assists here. He only had 1 assist in that first game, and to me, that was the biggest stat coming out of that game, where he just, if he can't get his teammates involved, they are not doing much. So if he wants help, he's got to help them help him. Astrocat said Boston's got many other weapons other than Tatum. Yeah. Which is why Tatum gets all the jokes. It's really why Tatum gets all the jokes. Because he could be as bad as he's been tonight, and I don't think he's been awful, but he's like, for what you would consider a superstar player, he's been bad. Been very bad. If literally any other superstar has the kind of performance that Tatum has, we are killing them. We are killing them. 3GB said Tatum solved Brown as the better player. Brown, I think Brown is a lot closer to Tatum than, especially this season, than I think people are realizing. Jason Kidd came out with that quote, I think it was yesterday, during practice, where he called out Jaylen Brown as the best player on their team, which a lot of people felt like was a shot at Tatum to maybe try and get him to go into hero mode, but, I think it's been very close this year. For the most part, for their careers, Tatum has been the clear best player. But this season, been pretty close, not gonna lie. Shot Collins, what's up, Shot Collins? Appreciate you, brother. Knicks fan said Avengers Endgame out of 10. Okay, entertainment part, 10 out of 10 movie. Thoroughly entertained from beginning to end. Film critic analysis, like a 7 out of 10. Like a 7 out of 10. It's pretty okay. It's pretty okay. In terms of the script, some of the shot selection. It's tough to rate these movies that intensely use green screen, like these Disney movies, like Star Wars, these big properties like Star Wars and Marvel movies and most superhero movies at this point. It's really difficult for me to watch those nowadays, because you could see it. It's very difficult for me to not see it as somebody who, and even if you didn't go to film school, I keep saying that, like, I went to film school so I could see it, but like, even if you didn't go to film school, like, you could see it. You guys see it. I know you guys see it, right? Even if you don't fully know the secret sauce behind the making of those kind of stuff, you still see it. There's something that feels off about those movies at times. Astrocat said Brown is consistently good. Yeah, he's been the guy in the playoffs, man. He's been the guy. Walking Legend said, love him to death, don't get me wrong. I just want him to be more consistent. However, if the Celtics win this ring, we put him over Jimmy Buckets. I would have him over Jimmy Butler anyway. I'm not the biggest Jimmy Butler fan. He's very good. Obviously turned it up in the playoffs, but like, there's a reason why he hasn't won a championship yet. I'll say that. And he's approaching, his 33-year-old season. As Porzingis misses a pick and pop three. Derek White chases out the offensive rebound, gets over to Tatum. Tatum driving to his left. Euro steps, goes along the baseline, kicks it out to Brown. Brown coming down the middle of the lane, kicks it back to Porzingis. Mid-range jumper over Lively, splashes that one. 65-61, under 7 minutes to go. Forgot to start the timer, but we'll sync it up in a second. Luka over to Kyrie on the right wing, being guarded by White. Kyrie coming to his left, leaning in, step back, fall away, long two. Can't get it to go. About a foul line, pull-up jumper from Kyrie. Fader can't get it to go. Derek White dribble pull-up three. The side of the backboard. Didn't even hit the rim. What are you doing, Derek White? Luke, that was a heat check shot without him having hit any other shots prior to that. Luka spinning, coming to his right off a Lively screen, snaking it, coming to his left, pump fake, steps through, kicks it over to PJ Washington, driving to his left on Derek White, Euro steps, goes to a floater over him and gets it to go down. I like watching PJ Washington being very aggressive like that. I actually forgot to credit them with another point. It's 65-63, 6 minutes to go. Tatum driving it down, gets fouled by PJ Washington, and another and one for Tatum. Tatum's waking up a little bit here. 6:06 to go in the third. Anthony said, what about your favorite candy? Favorite candy. I'm a huge chocolate guy. You can't put me in a room with chocolate and expect me not to eat it all, as Tatum finally misses a free throw. Boston has been perfect from the line. Lively grabs a rebound, but he gets fouled by Boston. Almost any chocolate. What's my favorite candy bar right now? Like a crunch bar, a good crunch bar. I'm all down for a good crunch bar, man. Mr. Good Bar. Yeah, Mr. Good Bar is probably my favorite. Luka has it up top. 5:52 to go. 67-63. 4-point lead for Boston. How can Dallas answer? Luka coming to his right off the Kleber screen. Behind the back. Tatum tips the pass away. And then Kleber fouls Tatum at half court. Regular reach-in foul. No transition take foul. 5:40 to go. Luka with a couple of reckless passes here. Side out of bounds for Boston. Walking Legend said Disney ruined Star Wars anyway. Yeah, we'll get into it in a second. We can get into it in a second. Tatum has it up top, driving to his left on Luka, gets down to the basket. Scoop layup again with the right hand, misses another one. That's his third smoked layup here tonight. Luka hit ahead to Kyrie. Kyrie full head of steam attacking White. Stops, turns, in and out dribble, pulling it back out. They bring a double team over to Derrick Jones Jr. Right wing three for Derrick Jones Jr. Airmails it. Lively can't save it. He's out of bounds when he touches it. So the ball will go back to Boston. Derrick Jones Jr., brother, what is going on, my guy? Three GP said Brown can be a superstar on another team, overshadowed by Tatum. A lot of people feel that way. Asher Cat said Brown somehow blends in. Maybe his name, maybe his look, don't know what it is. Grow a fro, wear goggles, do something. Brown on the right wing. Speaking of, jab step coming to his right against Derrick Jones. Pump fake, leans in, lays it up and in. Beautiful move to slide his way through the Dallas defense there like butter, like a hot knife through butter. Went right through everybody. Hit him with a little pump fake at the basket and just an easy layup. So he's done that a couple of times tonight. As opposed to Tatum, who can't get anything going tonight. Although he has played much better here in the second half. Walking Legend said, y'all remember Brown his rookie season? Dude was guarding prime LeBron. LeBron definitely got experience. Oh, he does. At this point, I mean, experience is not the thing that Boston has lacked. Argument could be made that it was toughness. But experience, I would not say. For a team that has had deep playoff runs since these guys have been drafted, in Brown and Tatum. You know. Asher Cat said Star Wars is like Dolan management right now. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing. What I will say about Star Wars is I was never a big Star Wars fan growing up. I watched the Star Wars movies later in life. Like, I was already in my 20s by the time I had watched Star Wars. The thing about Star Wars is that it is the exemplary example of the rule of cool, right? The rule of cool essentially states, and I'm going to paraphrase the rule of cool. There's nothing that's written down that explains the rule of cool. So I'll paraphrase a little bit of the rule of cool. It's a little bit different for everybody. But the rule of cool, especially as a film critic and in movies, and in entertainment in general, it's kind of a thing. The rule of cool essentially states that if something is cool enough, I will overlook how dumb it is. Right? I will overlook if it's nonsensical. If it's cool enough, right? And Star Wars is that. It's cool as hell. The idea, the portrayal of it, the way the movies are made. If you guys are interested in movie making at all, watch those documentaries about the making of the original trilogy. Incredible craftsmanship from George Lucas. Anyway, Star Wars is the exemplary model of the rule of cool. A lot of that stuff does not make sense. Even in universe, where They explain these things as like magic, and the force is the magic of that world, and all of that. Even with all of that, a lot of the things don't make sense if you think about it too long. But based on the rule of cool, it's sick as hell, man. I mean, look, man, you're a space wizard. You got the force. You can do all kinds of things. You got a glowing sword that could slice through anything. Like, it's just cool. It's just cool. So we overlook a lot of that stuff. And I think as we've gotten further into the movie making magic with like CGI and stuff, the coolness of Star Wars kind of shined off a little bit. And then also just, just not great writing and some not great character writing, which I think Star Wars is the thing that is most important. People like Luke, people like Leia, people like Han Solo. People don't really like the newer characters, and even the characters that they did like, they didn't give them enough time to shine. PJ Washington fires from 3 with the shot clock winding down. Good defensive possession from Boston out of that timeout. 69-63, Boston with a 6-point lead. They're trying to build it here. Brown down the lane, kicks it out to Porzingis. Extra pass to Tatum. He pump fakes, driving to his left. Kicks it back out to Brown. Extra pass. Porzingis, a deep three. Off the front rim, can't get it to go. Lively with the rebound. Hit ahead to Luka. Luka on the right wing. 69-63 still. Dallas is 0 for 5 from 3 in this quarter. Boston's 1 for 9. Luka on the right wing against Tatum. Between the legs, dancing with it, looking to go one-on-one, driving it down, Euro steps, no look, wild pass. Brown picks it off. Some of these passes from Luka have been disgusting, as Holiday gets an easy two-handed dunk. 8-point lead for Boston, trying to extend to a double-digit lead. Hardy coming to his left off a lively screen, kicks it out. Josh Green wide open for 3, way off. He has zero confidence in that shot. You could tell. You could tell the way he was loading up. Drew Holiday, handing it off to Tatum. Tatum throws it inside the Brown, being guarded by Green. And Green fouls him. So free throws for Brown as Boston is in the penalty. Asher said if Porzingis gets going, it's over. I think if anybody gets going, it's over. 8-point lead now. Walking Legend said, what was episode 8 and 9? At least they didn't completely ruin Indiana Jones. Not yet. Not yet. I mean, Indiana Jones 5, not great. It's not a very entertaining movie whatsoever. It didn't ruin the character of of Dr. Jones. But, it didn't, it wasn't a very good movie, in my opinion. I mean, with 10-point lead now for Boston, we may just get into full-blown, whatever you guys want to talk about mode. We've kind of been into that, but Boston now, 8-0 run, up by 10 now. Let's see how Dallas responds. Kyrie has it up top. Porzingis forced to switch on to him. Kyrie dancing. Gets him moving. Step back, fadeaway 3 hits the front of the rim. Can't get the friendly bounce as it rolls off. Here comes Tatum after picking up the rebound. Approaching the 3-minute mark here in the third quarter. Time winding down in this quarter for Dallas. Tatum stops, turns, spins, step through, leaves it off for Holiday, and Holiday lays it up and in. Beautiful patience and pass and strength from Tatum to hold off the defense and sneak through and find the pass over to Holiday with a beautiful cut. Knocks it down. 10-0 run for the Celtics over the last 3 minutes. Dallas has not scored in over 3 minutes of this game. Under 3 minutes to go. The magic number is 3 right now. Under 3 minutes to go. Asher agrees it's still pretty bad, the newest Indiana Jones film. Yeah, I agree with you. Asher said best films of the 70s and the 80s. I don't know. I'd have to look at a list of, the most famous movies. And I'll tell you which ones I like. I mean, like the regular ones, Casablanca, Double Indemnity, a lot of those noir films, Sunset Boulevard, the movies you've heard, Psycho, the movies you've heard about, those movies. Psycho, I don't think is from the 70s. Psycho is, I think, from the 50s, 60s. Asher said even bad films were good in that era. Kind of. You guys haven't even asked me what my favorite movie is. What my favorite movies are. Astra said, just want to see an exciting final 4 minutes. Unless Dallas can talk some things over in this timeout before the quarter ends, like, cut it back to 5, man. Cut it back to 5. Knicks fan said the Breakfast Club out of 10. Breakfast Club out of 10. It's like an 8.5. 8.5. Like an 8 or 9. I'd have to rewatch it to give it a full grade, but it's like an 8 or 9. Luka steps back for a straightaway 3, and that's one way to quiet them down. That's one way, Luka. Get into your bag. I have not been updating the score. My bad. It's 75-66 now. Tatum has it up top. Being guarded by Luka on the switch. Tatum looking to attack. Crosses over to his right. Driving it down. Gets to the lane. Scoop layup. Finally gets the layup to go for Tatum. He's smoked 3 layups tonight, but finally got that one to go. Boston still up by double digits. 77-66. Approaching the 2-minute mark. Gafford has it up top. Hits Luka. Come back door. Gets fouled by Brown. It's going to go to the foul line for 2 free throws. 2:15 to go exactly. Breakfast Club. I really like Breakfast Club. I have not seen it in a long time. I'd have to rewatch it to give it like a fair score. But based off of what I remember, 8 or 9 out of 10. Walking Legend said, yeah, it wasn't great, but I can watch Indiana Jones 5 and not get bored. However, watching episodes 8 and 9 is a huge buzzkill. I have not seen any of the newer Star Wars. I've watched 6. I've watched 1 through 7, right? 4, 5, 6, and 1, 2, 3. In that order, I watched them. I have not seen any of the newer ones. Brown gets a wide open look, straight away 3, knocks it down. Yeah, Boston might be blowing this one open, man. It is a 13-point lead for Boston. Dante Exum on the left wing gets it up top to Luka. Luka, jab step, coming to his right, off the Exum screen, coming to his left. Snake in the pick and roll. They bring a double team. Luka driving it down, gets it back out to Exum, wide open. They leave him. They say, go ahead, shoot it. And Exum makes him pay, knocking down the 3. Okay, I forgot to restart the timer. Back to a 10-point game. If they can somehow cut this to like 5 to 7, there's 1:30 to go here in the third, we could be in for a fourth quarter. I mean, 10 isn't even bad. 10 isn't even bad. You would take 10. Tatum has it up top, being guarded by Luka. Tatum, between the legs, putting the dribble moves on Luka here, coming to his left, getting past him in the paint, kicks it out. Porzingis, extra pass. Hauser catches, deep straightaway 3, off the back rim, can't get it to go. Long rebound, finds its way out to Holiday though. Holiday on the left wing, going to pull it back out, approaching the minute. Tatum, hesitation move, driving to his left, getting past the defender, loses it, still loose. Luka picks it up. Tatum in the backcourt arguing with the ref. It's a 5-on-4, hits Gafford, middle of the lane, goes up, gets blocked by Porzingis. You gotta know he's coming over, Gafford. Holiday gets it, driving it down, kicks it over to Hauser in the corner, catching fire from 3, in rhythm, can't get it to go. Porzingis missed time to jump. Gafford, quick outlet to Exum. Exum driving it down, leaves it back out to Luka up top. They're gonna hold it. No, hits inside the Washington, gets blocked by Porzingis again. No, a blocking foul that time. Porzingis got the clean block, but was fouled by, I didn't see who it was, but he was about fouled by Celtics, so Washington going to go to the foul line for 2. Can cut it to 8. Can cut it to 8. We're under a minute to go too, by the way. And for some reason, my timer keeps stopping. Asher Cat said, Attack of the Clones 3D series is good. The animated show, I've only watched a handful of episodes when I was a kid. So I would not be able to tell you, but I do know that a lot of people really like that show. I think it's really good. Knicks fan said, Ferris Bueller's Day Off out of 10. I've only seen it once when I was a lot younger. Ferris Bueller's Day Off, not going to lie, I find it pretty boring. I'm going to give it like a 5 out of 10. But again, haven't rewatched it in a long time, so maybe I would appreciate it much more now that I'm older. I don't know. 35 seconds to go. Brown has it up top as Gafford knocked down both free throws. Or Washington knocked down both free throws. Tatum puts up a left wing three, way off, hit the side of the backboard, but Brown picks up the awkward loose ball. They swing it around. Hauser out of the corner for three, can't get it to go. 20 seconds to go. Kyrie's going to bring it down, and we said 5. We said 5-7. It is an 8-point game right now, 72-80. 10 seconds to go. Kyrie has it up top against Holiday. Between the legs. Shot clock winding down, brother. You got to get going. You got to get busy. 5 seconds to go. Coming to his right. Stopping in the paint. Gets fouled by Holiday. He's going to go to the foul line for 2. There you go, Kyrie. Working the clock all as far down as he could. 3.3 to go is still a lot of time. They can get a shot off, but he did his thing. He did his thing. Walking Legend, a comment about the game. Appreciate you, brother. I appreciate all of you guys. I love talking about movies, so you can keep those movie questions coming. But Walking Legend said, we got to stop taking so many contested threes. Like, we know we can drive to the rim, maybe drive and kick. I just don't understand this team sometimes. It's got to be frustrating because that is the thing that Boston's just going to continue to fire away from three. Like, they have the athletes to attack the basket and get layups. And they have done a pretty decent job of mixing it in. But they definitely settle for way too many threes instead of attacking the basket. Kyrie knocks down both of his free throws. 6-point game. Pritchard fires a three and banks it in at the buzzer. 3.3 was too much time. We said it when it happened. Said 3.3. Kyrie, wound down the clock as long as he could and was like, cool, okay, Kyrie, solid job. But 3.3 is still a lot of time left. And just like that, Pritchard knocks down a half-court heave with the time expiring and banks it in. So instead of going in down 6 to start the third, you're going to go in down 9 now. 3GP said Lord of the Rings. I have not seen Lord of the Rings. Heard nothing but good things about Lord of the Rings. I know it, highly acclaimed series, but I've not watched it. And I'm not gonna lie. Feel no desire to watch it as of right now. I know it's great. I'll probably like it, but I just got no desire. Walking Legend said, I feel bad for Pacers. No Halliburton this year, and in 2019, when we played them, they had no Oladipo. What about the Knicks, brother? We haven't been there in 20-plus years, and the year where we're going to have our best opportunity to make a deep playoff run, half of our team explodes. Look at the team I root for. You could see it. Half of our team explodes in the season where we have our most complete team, where we could actually make a deep playoff run and possibly a surprise finals run. A lot of things would have had to gone right. Don't get me wrong, but the year it could have happened, everybody gets hurt. Down to Brunson. Randall goes down, Anunoby goes down, Robinson goes down, Brunson goes down, Josh Hart of all people also gets hurt. It's come on. Insane year for the Knicks. Hardheimer said 70s, Price is Right, 80s, Happy Days. Fair. I wouldn't know much about that. Walking Legend said Lord of the Rings is a masterpiece. I've heard literally nothing but incredible things about the Lord of the Rings trilogy. I will probably get to it at some point in my life, but I have no desire to do so right now. Asher Cat said, Boston Mavs so boring when talking about film more than the game. Whatever you guys want to talk about is what we'll talk about. But, the game, could be better. Could be a little bit more entertaining. It just feels like this team continues to punch up against this Celtics team, and then the Celtics team just, kind of beating itself at times. Right? It doesn't even feel like Dallas is beating. It feels like when Dallas comes back in and it becomes a close game again, or Dallas takes the lead, it's because Boston's making dumb, silly mistakes and taking dumb, silly threes. Walking Legend said, I've had to watch the Celtics choke 10 straight years in the playoffs. I'm used to just saying whatever now. We've literally been to 6 of the last 8 Eastern Conference Finals. Like, how don't we have at least one chip? As a Knicks fan, my guy, I feel bad, Walking Legend, but as a Knicks fan, I'm pretty happy about that. Ash just said Mavs are losing on free throws. You have to hit your free throws. You have to. You have to. All right, here we go. Start of the fourth quarter. I didn't have my timer ready. There we go. 74-83. Boston up by 9. Luka has it on the right wing, dancing with it against Horford. Between the legs, pulling it back, coming to his right, stopping, pump faking, spinning. Gets caught in the air, leaves it off for Washington at the last second, spins in the lane, knocks down a little hook shot. Okay. Walking Legend said, believe me, we Celtics understand the injury pain. I don't know if you do, brother. I don't know if you do. Derek White hits Tatum cutting to the basket. They call a travel on Tatum, who took 2 steps before he took a dribble. Knicks fan said, what is your favorite movie? I will answer that at the next commercial break. Luka on the right wing, spinning to his left, leaning in against Pritchard, one-legged fade away at the foul line, can't get it to go. Gafford tip, can't get it to go, and Horford secures the rebound. Jaylen Brown driving it down against Exum. Good defense from Exum. Has to kick it out to Tatum. Tatum too long on the 3. Washington grabs the rebound. Quick outlet to Luka. Luka out and running. Trying to fend off White. Bringing it down. They bring a double team, and Pritchard rips it out of his hands. And it's a 4-on-1. PJ Washington back to Brown, and Brown goes up and throws it down with 2 hands. I mean, Luka, brother, pay attention, my guy. Gafford has it up top, hands it off to Kyrie. Kyrie has it up top against Tatum. Hits down low to Gafford, leans in, lays it up, gets it to go. Gafford spending a lot of time on the floor. Get up, Gafford. Pritchard on the right wing up top to Brown. Brown being guarded by Washington. Coming to his left, Gafford switches onto him. And Brown blows right by him, gets to the basket, kicks it out to Horford, extra pass to Pritchard, extra pass to Tatum in the corner, wide open for a 3, and he finally knocks one down. You get enough open ones, you'll finally knock one of them down. Back to a 10-point lead for Boston, 78-88. Jason Tatum, 16 points, 6 for 17 from the field, 1 for 7 from 3. Luka crazy behind the back to Exum, back to Luka. Luka driving it down, spinning to his left. He's got Pritchard on him, one-legged fade away at the foul line again, and he misses that one again. Boston was going to live with those long, tough contested long 2s from Luka, and now they're not going down. Brown has it at the half-court line, full head of steam, driving it down, out to Horford. Horford, right wing for 3, can't get it to go. Kyrie with the rebound, he's bringing it down. Kyrie has it up top, being guarded by White. Coming to his left, between the legs, coming to his right, attacking White on the switch. Lefty floater, can't get it to go. Gafford comes flying in for the offensive rebound, gets fouled, can't get the putback to go, but he will go to the foul line for 2 free throws. Walking Legend said, Tatum so far, 12 for 33 from the field in 2 games. Walking Legend, how are you going to feel when, if the Celtics win, when Jaylen Brown is named Finals MVP over Tatum? Gafford at the foul line for 2 free throws. It is a 10-point deficit for Dallas here in the fourth quarter with 9 minutes to go. Time winding down. Walking Legend said, now you might be a Knicks fan. I don't mind the Knicks, actually. How can you mind the Knicks as Gafford misses a free throw? We've done nothing in like 20 plus years. You have no reason to hate us right now. No team in the NBA has a reason to hate the Knicks. They have been so bad and so irrelevant for so long that no team has any reason to hate the Knicks. Listen, we are finally back up with Leon Rose. He got us right. So if we get loud and braggadocious, just best believe we deserve this for 20 plus years of mismanagement. Gafford knocks down the second free throw at least. and Pritchard will bring it down. Lively at the scorer's table getting ready to check in here. Kyrie guarding Pritchard. Up top to Tatum. Jab step coming to his left, driving it down on Derrick Jones Jr. in the corner to White. White catches, spins, coming to his right, gets to the baseline and knocks down a floater over Gafford. 90-79. Kyrie bringing it down. Has it up top against Derrick White. Coming to his left, between the legs. Coming to his right now. Stops. Pump fake. Leans in. Inside. Gafford. Catches. Goes up. Throws it down with 2 hands. 9-point game. Dallas is hanging around, but they're not able to chip away at the lead right now. With Luka out of the game here in the fourth quarter. I know he's hurting, but, like, it's the finals, brother. You got to push through that. Tatum driving it down, stops, turns, fades, comes up short, long rebound. Kyrie picks it up. He's bringing it down. Kyrie on the left wing, putting the boosters on, going right past White, leans in, lays up with the left hand, gets it to go. 6-point game. No, 7-point game. Excuse me. The 7-point game. 8 minutes to go here in the fourth, and Luka still out of the game. Okay. Knicks fan asked me what's my favorite movie. Said I'd answer at the next commercial break. Here we are. 7-point game, timeout, 8 minutes to go. I'll give you a top 3. So like I said, rule of cool, movie doesn't have to be like film critic, greatest movie of all time. The Dark Knight, that's my superhero movie. I'm sticking with that. I used to be ashamed to say that as a film student, and then I hit a certain point where I was like, screw it. Like, I've seen it multiple times. I own the physical disc. I love that movie. The Dark Knight, one of my favorite movies of all time. I'll give you another one. That, to me, is like rule of cool movie. I don't care that some of the things that happen in that movie are nonsensical, and if you think about it too long, doesn't really make sense. I don't care. Cool as hell. Love that movie. Love Batman. Even the new Batman. The Batman. Phenomenal movie. Love it. That's one of them. Second one, nostalgic bait movie. Love this movie as a kid. Will love it forever. Could watch it 1,000,001 times. Toy Story. Kids movie. Love it. Nostalgia based. Don't care. Okay, you want my film critic movie? You want my... I went to film, and here's my pretentious film movie. It's a French movie called La Haine. If you like slow burn... I let the timer tick down way too far. If you like slow burn movies where not a lot happens, and it's centered around character, La Haine is the movie for you. That's all I will tell you. It is... How do I explain it? It's difficult to explain. It's a movie that I would describe as... There's like a movie genre that doesn't have a name that I describe it as movies about nothing. And what those movies tend to be are movies about character and that has a message or has a specific thing that it's trying to say. A like Western movie that I think is a good example about that is Good Will Hunting. Good Will Hunting, like if I ask you what the plot of Good Will Hunting is, you'd be like, it's about this guy going to therapy, learning more about himself. Right? That is not a plot of a movie. That is a character description. It's like, okay, that's a movie about nothing. Plot-wise, nothing happens in Good Will Hunting, but it's a phenomenal movie. It is character-driven. To me, it is a movie about nothing in the best way possible, and that's also how I feel about La Haine. I also love Good Will Hunting. Yeah, I could probably put that on a favorite movies of all time list. But I baited that question because I want to tell the world more of the world about La Haine. It's an indie movie. It's not a big budget, high budget movie. It is a French film. So if you can't, I know there are people who can't watch film or movies or anything with subtitles. You probably wouldn't be able to watch it. But La Haine, one of my favorite movies of all time. All right, here we go. We're back into it. Tatum has it up top. Over to Porzingis. Coming to his left. Luka's still out. Oh, no, Luka's in. Excuse me. Luka is in. Derek White has it up top, being guarded by Derek Jones. Fires away with the shot clock winding down, and he knocks down a deep contested three. Oh, man. Back up to a 10-point game. Luka has it up top, being guarded by Holiday. Gets it over to Kyrie. Kyrie up top. Swing through, coming to his left, step back, long two for Kyrie. Is he feeling it? He's not feeling it. Misses it off the back rim. Horford with the rebound. Here comes Holiday. Uh-oh. Tatum has it up top, being guarded by Gafford. 7 minutes to go. Tatum goes all the way and gets fouled by Kyrie at the basket. He tried to go up strong with two hands to throw it down. Got fouled by Kyrie. He's going to go to the foul line for 2 free throws. And it's already a 10-point game for Boston, looking to build on it. Walking Legend said, I personally liked Ben Affleck Batman. I didn't. I thought it was way too overhyped. People were like, oh my goodness, he's the perfect Bruce Wayne. I was like, huh? Oh, no, not the Bruce Wayne. They were like, his Bruce Wayne wasn't good, but he was the perfect Batman. It's like, huh? No, not really. I mean, he looked good. The fighting looked good. But that was it. He didn't do any detective work. He didn't do any stealth. He wasn't intimidating without, like, the whole branding people. That was a terrible Batman, in my opinion. I did not like Ben Affleck whatsoever. Asher Cat said The Matrix. Phenomenal movie. Sequels, pretty bad. But the second one has some rule of cool in it. Second one has some rule of cool in it. It's not great, but it has some rule of cool in it. Luka has it up top, spinning, gets down the lane, throws up a tough contested floater. Porzingis with the rebound. This one feels like it's over. Looks like Boston's going to walk away with this one. They're going to go up 2-0. Tatum, quick crossover to his right, steps through the lane, scoop layup with the left hand. Can't get it to go. Smoked another layup. That one's a tough one, so I'm not going to say he smoked it. Kyrie bringing it down, coming to his right. Gets caught in the air, leaves it off. PJ Washington in the corner for 3, comes up short. Chases down the rebound, though, and lays it up and in. Is Porzingis hurt? Oh, Porzingis comes up limping a little bit. Jogging down, though. Uh-oh. Not what you want to see. Holiday hands it off to Tatum. Tatum crosses over to his left, driving it down, hands it off to Holiday, fires away from the corner, can't get it to go. Gafford rips down the rebound. Porzingis still got a little bit of a limp to him. As Luka coming to his right up the Gafford screen, puts up a deep right wing 3 off the back rim, can't get it to go. Not a very good shot from Luka at all. Still a 10-point deficit. Scoreboard's a little off. 85-95, under 6 minutes to go. So you got half a quarter to go. Brown has it up top against Derek Jones Jr. Coming to his right now against Kyrie. Stops in the paint. Little flip shot. Gets it to go. Here comes Kyrie bringing it down. 12-point deficit. They have not chipped away at this lead at all. They've been trading baskets. Dallas having a really tough time against Boston as Kyrie gets a layup to go over Porzingis. Porzingis not able to really contest Kyrie at the basket the way he normally would. Derek White has it up top, gets it over to Brown. Brown being guarded by Luka. Quick crossover to his left, spinning to his right. Stopping at the foul line, spins again, flips it up with the left hand, way off on that one. Porzingis comes flying in, can't grab the rebound. Here comes Luka. Cross court to Kyrie. Kyrie throws the lob. Gafford goes up, throws it down. Perfect pass from Kyrie. Gafford goes up high and throws it down with 2 hands. And again, I'm forgetting to update the scoreboard. It's an 8-point game with 4:30 to go. Almost there. Time winding down. Walking Legend said, no, Ben was not the perfect Batman. He was just a semi-entertaining one when it came to the Superman fight. I didn't like I didn't even really like the fight at all. Batman versus Superman. If you want to see a good Batman versus Superman fight, either read the comic or there's a good animated movie where they fight. Watch the DC animated movies. Really good, really good. I've seen a handful of them. They're really good. If you like DC and you're disappointed with a lot of their live action movies, watch the animated ones. They're really good and they're not very long. They're only like 80 to 100 and 100 minutes or so, right? They're less than 2 hours, most of them. Knicks fan said the Lego Batman movie. I have not seen the Lego Batman movie. I did see the original Lego movie. Phenomenal movie. Great movie. Very well made. Incredible. Incredible the technology to make that. Astra begging the Mavs to make it interesting. Walking Legend said, most Celtics fans probably don't. They watch some weird horror movie called Leprechaun. I'm not the biggest horror fan. So I've seen some of the classics like The Exorcist, mostly for school. Mostly when I was in film school, we had like a whole week on the making of horror movies and how to make a good horror movie and whatnot and all that kind of stuff. So we had to watch a lot of horror movies. The classics, The Exorcist, Nightmare on Elm Street, what's another one? Candyman. What was another one we watched? There was one more I can't remember. But, the classics. The classics. Walking Legend said, already did read the comics. My favorite one was where Batman had the kryptonite suit. That was hard. Yeah. I'm not the biggest fan of the kryptonite stuff. I'm really not. I mean, it needs it. Don't get me wrong, but I kind of like it just when Batman outsmarts people, man. I just like when Batman's the smartest guy in the room, and he knows it, and he, there's a male version of a Mary Sue. If you don't know what a Mary Sue is, a Mary Sue was a term, was a phrase coined to describe, it obviously named after the character, but it was a term coined to describe a character, a female character specifically, at the time, but it's been used to describe anything. But a character, any character, it's been used to describe a character that just always does the right thing and always has a solution to the problem and always wins and always does the right thing. Batman is the male version of a movie I just forgot the name already. So Derek White out of the corner, quick catch and fire from three, can't get it to go. Gafford skying for a rebound. Okay, hold on. Dallas got some life here. It's an 8-point game. Luka turns it over. It's PJ Washington actually initially turned it over. Luka tried to save it. Holiday left wing three for and he gets it to go. Oh God. We just came back and I said, oh, Dallas, they got some life in them. And terrible turnover after terrible turnover leads to a wide open Holiday three. Holiday's been excellent tonight. As Kyrie steps back for a three, he can't answer. And Boston crowd going crazy. Tatum rips down a rebound. He's bringing it down. Derrick Jones Jr. picks him up. Tatum blows right by him. He can't get he tried to jam it down, but wasn't even close. Holiday picks up the loose ball, though, out to Derrick White, wide open for a three, and he rattles it in. And that feels like the nail in the coffin. 14-point lead for Boston. We're going to go ahead and take the headphones off yet again. Ashika said, yep, that's it. Yep, that's pretty much the nail in the coffin. Yeah. Shaq Hollis said, what's your best Spider-Man movie? A lot of people would probably say Spider-Man 2. I'm going to say Spider-Man 1. I love the original Spider-Man. I love the original Spider-Man 1. I love it. I think it's a phenomenal movie. And as good as Spider-Man 2 is, I think Spider-Man 1 is better. I like it more. I think that's not true. Spider-Man 2 is definitely better than Spider-Man 1. I like Spider-Man 1 more. I like origin movies. I don't know why this whole thing of like, oh, I hate the superhero origin movie. I love superhero origin movies. We need more of them. I hate Marvel doing this new thing where they're like foregoing origin movies all of a sudden. Like, think back, like Iron Man, one of the best Marvel movies still to this day. Black Panther, very good movie. Although it wasn't an origin movie, so I shouldn't even have brought that one up. I hate not having origin movies. I hate it. The superhero genre needs it. Are we back into already? And I had the timer ticking down the whole time. 3:20 to go. Derrick Jones Jr. cuts to the basket, lays it up and in. But it's a 12-point game, and it's looking rough because Dallas does not have an answer defensively for Boston. Walking Legend said, Netflix ain't got much anyway. Derek White can't knock down the little floater. Luka picks up the rebound. Netflix, it's got some things here and there. You know what Netflix is really good for? Netflix is really good for television shows. As Derrick Jones Jr. gets fouled going to the basket, he's going to go to the line for 2 free throws. Just under 3 minutes to go, 2:51. 12-point deficit for Dallas. They got a lot to overcome here. It would have to be a major collapse for Boston here. I love using Netflix for watching old shows. I love Netflix for television. I don't like Netflix for movies. I almost never watch movies on streaming services. Almost never. I only would use it for television shows. I do this thing where I watch old nostalgic cartoons to fall asleep to at night, or I watch sitcoms. I put on a sitcom. Like, I'll fall asleep to Seinfeld. I'll fall asleep to Curb Your Enthusiasm. Lately, I've been putting on Batman the Animated Series. I just started Superman the Animated Series, and I don't even watch them. I just put it on, and I fall asleep to it. Like a baby, I fall asleep to it. Literally within like 5 minutes of putting a show on, an old show, I'm out cold. It's been working for me. The Brown cuts back door, turns it over. It's a 10-point deficit with 2:30 to go. It's time. There's time. Derrick Jones Jr. knocked down both of his free throws. Kyrie on the left wing. He's not been very good tonight again. Been very inconsistent. Hasn't knocked down a bunch of shots. Ball got knocked loose by Tatum and another turnover. So they had their opportunity and they gave it right back. Kyrie has not been good in this series. Shakala said, I like Joker also. Joker was a very good movie to me. I know people felt like it was too controversial. I thought it was a very well-made movie. Very well-made movie. That movie came out when I was in film school. And I had a film teacher who was very pretentious, a very pretentious film person. And she said she didn't like that movie. As PJ Washington bullies his way to the basket, he's going to get 2 free throws out of it. She said she didn't like that movie, and the girl I was sitting next to was like doodling in her notebook or taking notes or whatever, and like poked her head up and was like, what? How do you not like that movie? Like, you could say it's a movie not for you, but it's a very good, well-made movie. And the teacher was just like, I disagree. And that was the end of the conversation. The teacher did not allow the student to respond back. But that's the lasting memory of the Joker to me. I don't like that they're making a sequel. I think that's a very bad idea. The casting of Lady Gaga as Harley Quinn seems really good, because I think Lady Gaga is a good actress, and I think she's gonna make a really good Harley Quinn. But at the same time, I thought making a Joker movie was a bad idea, but they kind of reworked it. It was like Taxi Driver. Like they made Taxi Driver with a Joker skin. Let's be real. As the Celtics move around, Brown gets a 3, can't get it to go. It's an 8-point game with 1:20 to go. Time winding down for Dallas here. Luka driving it down, stops, puts up the floater, and one for Luka. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on, Luka. Do your thing, brother. Do your thing. Luka going to the foul line for one more. It's a 6-point game. Can make it 5. Luka does knock down the free throw. Bunch of missed free throws for Luka earlier. 3. Does knock down that one. Luka's up to 32 points and 11 rebounds, 11 assists. How did Luka end up with 11 assists tonight? He had 2. 2 at halftime, I believe. Tatum has it up top being guarded by Luka. 1 minute to go. Good defense from Luka. Quick crossover to his right. Tatum gets by him. Gets blocked by Derrick Jones Jr. at the rim. Quick outlet to Kyrie. Kyrie bounce pass to PJ Washington. Goes up. Gets blocked from behind by Brown. No foul call. A lot of contact. Derek White has it up top. 40 seconds to go. They're going to wind down the clock as much as they can. It's a 5-point game. Kleber guarding Derek White up top. Coming to his right. Stopping. Out to Brown. Brown has it up top. Driving to his left, driving it down, gets into the paint, scoop play with the right hand, gets it to go around Kleber. Kleber has not been very good tonight. I know he's coming off the injury. He's just not been very good. I know you're running out of options, Jason Kidd, but I think you're in good shape, Walking Legend. I think you're in good shape. It looked like PJ Washington just smoked it. Was too concerned, couldn't get it over the rim, and Derek White got his fingertips on it, and then he got blocked. But he couldn't get it over the rim. I think if he got it over the rim, he would have been able to get it to go down. Either way, he gets blocked. Asher Cat said there was almost the game there. Almost. We were almost there. For a second, we were almost there, Asher Cat. Looks like bedtime's coming. Mighty fast. Absolutely. Absolutely. Oda, what's up, Oda? Walking Legend said, I'm not some random racist Boston fan who hates Kyrie. I just lost respect for him stepping on Lucky. Absolutely. Very fair. I mean, it would be very fair for you to not like Kyrie at all. I don't like Kyrie. He's done some very insensitive, very ignorant things in the past. And just because you played really well in the last playoff series does not absolve you of the things you've done in your past. Now, being a better human being, I think Kyrie's a good guy, but, as Luka throws up a terrible shot, trying to either draw a foul or just get a quick shot up, barely hits the rim. Holiday has it, dribbling it around over to White. They're going to run out the clock. There's 10 seconds to go. It is a 7-point game. Tatum driving it down, pulling it all the way out. They're going to get a shot clock violation. That's going to be the end of the game. Appreciate everybody for coming out and hanging out with us. Even if the games aren't that entertaining, appreciate all you guys. Walking Legend, it was great talking to you. You're always welcome back, my brother. We'll be back Wednesday for the next game. Oh, they got Brown with a hand on the back of PJ Washington. I guess they're saying they could have called the foul on that. Yeah. Well, Boston goes up 2-0 against Dallas here. Listen, Boston did what they had to do. This is the narrative. Boston, you did what you had to do. You won both your games at home. Now Dallas has to go back home and they have to answer and they have to do the same. They have to win both of their games at home and make this a series. But it starts with game 3. So we'll see if they can make it a series. We'll see if we get an entertaining basketball game out of one of these guys. But until then, I guess that's it. Asher said, I wonder if the Nuggets could have. Yeah, I think the Nuggets would have absolutely given Boston a run for the money. I think Minnesota could have given Boston a run for their money. But Dallas, this is a very weird, we went through it before, very weird playoff this year where Boston doesn't even really get tested in the playoffs this year, walks their way to the finals, and then doesn't even get one of the better teams in the West. Listen, Dallas made it. Hats off to them. They beat the teams that were in front of them. They beat a very good Minnesota team that everyone had going to the finals. But, like you just can't help but feeling like Minnesota choked. And and Dallas got hot. But this is just a weird playoffs with how many injuries to star players, not even just like role play, to legit star players. Ash just said a Holiday insane game. He was fantastic. There's just too much firepower. It's all mismatches. Yeah, Dallas, doesn't really match up well with them at all. At all. Walking List said, Denver would have beat Boston, but Minnesota or Dallas would have had a hard time with us, regardless, because of their experience. Fair. Absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah, I was actually so disappointed that Denver didn't beat Minnesota. Not because I don't like Anthony Edwards or I don't like Minnesota or whatever, or that I have even a vested interest in those guys, but or either of those teams. But I just feel like even now, I feel like Denver's the better team in the NBA, and they didn't make the play, and they didn't make the finals. They didn't even make the conference finals. Ended up losing to a Minnesota team that felt like it was built to beat that Denver team, and then maybe not even another team. So, Denver had Game 7 at home, and they had a 20-point lead, so they should have pulled that one out. That's absolutely all on them. Asher said Drew Holiday 11-14 with 11 rebounds. Yeah, I mean that's what Drew Holiday does. The fact that Milwaukee just kind of was like, yeah, we'll take Damian Lillard over Drew Holiday and completely kneecap our ability to build out the rest of our team was a little bit of an insane decision. Listen, you got Damian Lillard, but at the same time, like, you traded in your incredible defense for some like very streaky offense, and it clearly did not work out. But hard to judge it because of all the injuries. Astra said, Walking Legend said, Denver would have beat Boston. Oh, I just read that. I bet. Walking Legend said, I thought it was a repeat by Denver, but as we all know, it's extremely hard to go back-to-back. Yep. Absolutely. Which is why it's always insane to me when people are like, yeah, LeBron made 8 straight finals, but like it was in the East. And it's like, he made 8 straight finals and competed in every Olympics, in both of the Olympics in those 8 years. Like, what are we doing? Like, I don't care if he was playing against middle school teams. Like, that is an insane accomplishment. Anyway. I don't want to talk about LeBron. Walking Legend said, you basically need everything to go your way for back-to-back. Yeah. I mean, if this playoffs told us anything, it's how insane your injury luck needs to be. You need you need a lot of injury luck, man. You do. But that's going to be it. I appreciate you guys. Walking Legend, Astracat, Oda, everyone else, Knicks fan who was in here earlier. Appreciate you guys. We'll be back on Wednesday. Shot Collars, appreciate you, brother. We'll be back here Wednesday for the game. We're just going to do the last couple of finals games, however many they are, whether it's 4 or it's 7 or it's anything in between. We'll be here because why not? We got the last couple of games of the year. And then it's off to a lot of work for the stream. So we'll talk more about it as the series goes on and what the plan is. But until then, I'll see you guys Wednesday. I'm out. Asher said you should cover the Stanley Cup. Rangers aren't in it, so I'm not interested. I like hockey. Not a big hockey fan, though, in the sense that I will watch other teams play hockey. I will watch the Rangers play hockey. That is about it. Well, that's it for me. Appreciate you guys. I'll see you guys on Wednesday. We could talk about more movies if you want to, if the game isn't entertaining, but we'll be here regardless. All right, y'all. I'm out. Bye. AP? What's up, AP? You're a little too late, brother. You're a little too late. I'll read your comment, though. You said 2 more losses than the offseason. Let's get down to business, Knicks. True. Very true. Listen, the offseason starts when the draft happens. So even if these games end, nothing's really going to go down until the draft happens. So I'm really counting down the days to the draft. But that's going to be it. We could talk more about it on Wednesday during the game. Appreciate you guys. I'll see you then. I'm out. Bye.